Look at that. That's so cool. The framing the lip like that with that liner, that's great.
Step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, oh, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Hi.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We missed you so much. Oh, my word. It's so nice to have you along for the ride today. Welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso, and my name is Carl.
I'm Carissa, and listen, Carl, it is a klein Vrydag.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of that? I said it nicely, eh?
You said it's so lick, so smooth as well. And that also means that tomorrow is Women's Day, and we'd like to celebrate, shine a light on our females taking charge in their respective fields.
Like this one.
There we go. Thank you. I'm so glad. You must acknowledge we need to own that, because this morning we delve into the world of tech as well, and of course how individuals are supporting each other within that field. And ladies in the tech field, those leaders are going to be on this couch today.
I can't wait for that. We also welcome young talent from the Taste Master Junior Competition. First up, we meet Lubabalo Plaikis, not a woman, but we will get into conversation with this great guy because he's doing so much. Just 16 years old, taking over the mother city. And of course, he's going to be whipping up some cookies and cream cupcakes while in Joburg too. Zanele will meet up with contestant Umpile Muhlala, who will be making breakfast waffles. Do you know Shrek when they're like, and in the morning, I'm making waffles?
Waffles! That's what I'm talking about. Well, we also got something incredible. We got some entertainment as well for you, as we always do. The one and only Salim KG is here, ahead of the amazing Il Mondo event. So this is going to be fantastic. He's known for bringing the classics back to life. Excuse me. I was inspired, though. I don't know why that happened, but there we go. That is the buffet of entertainment we have for you in your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And, of course, tomorrow's Women's Day, which means I need to ensure that all of the incredible ladies of Expresso are brought in, including you, Zanele. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, you beautiful humans. Oh, how I love you guys. Cape Town family. I feel like, yes, the weekend, it starts here today, and you can feel it. It's in the air. And this is why, Expresso family, we're coming to you live from the Samsung showroom at Design Quarter in Johannesburg. And I know that we are about to feast on delicious content this morning. But we also want to feast on your answers when it comes to the Good Morning Post. So please, no matter where you are coming through from, we want to hear from you, all in the name of the Good Morning Post. So we all know that music really holds a special place in our hearts because it always reminds us of things, people, emotions. But this morning, we want to take it to our parentals. On the WhatsApp line, 063-408-8863, and using hashtag Expresso Show on all social media platforms, we want to know, what is that one song that will always, without fail, remind you of your parents, my love? That one that will make you feel like, oh my goodness, it's either I miss them or you know that specific memory that I had with them. We want to hear about it. I can tell you mine, Mango Groove, Shining Star. It always reminds me of my parents because we used to listen to it when we were little. It was such a beautiful track and we all used to dance to it. And it was just, it was adorable. But what is yours? You know, you are our absolute VIP. Let us know. Hashtag Expresso Show. Right about now, as we get into the rest of the show, it is the beautiful Carissa standing by with the news headlines.
Well, thank you, Zanele. Just 3 minutes after 6 o'clock, let's delve into your first bit of news for the morning. Now, we start off with some national news where the CEO of the Private Security Industry Regulatory Authority, Manabela Chauka, confirmed yesterday that the military training camp in White River, Mpumalanga, was not accredited to provide military training. Now, Chauka updated the investigation into the training of 95 Libyan nationals conducted by Militus del Security Services. He noted that the camp's design and infrastructure supported military-style training and that some trainers who were foreign nationals used military ranks. Now, Chauke added that the regulator has suspended the service provider that the criminal charges could follow. Community members in Mafube village, Mpumalanga, are urging the government to ensure the safety of children using scholar transport after a crash between a bus and a goods train killed 6 learners and injured 20. At a memorial service for the victims, parents demanded that drivers be vetted and buses inspected before transporting students. Transnet reported that the SAPS and the Railway Safety Regulator are handling the investigation. The Provincial Department of Education pledged ongoing support to the affected families beyond the funeral. Moving on to international news, the U.S. announced yesterday nearly $414 million in humanitarian aid for the Democratic Republic of Congo, where over 25 million people need assistance, which is nearly a quarter of the country's population. U.S. Ambassador to UN agencies for food and agriculture, Jeffrey Prescott, stated that a large portion of this funding will support UN agencies and aid groups providing essential food, healthcare, nutrition, shelter, water, sanitation, and hygiene. Additionally, the U.S. will contribute $10 million for health assistance and donate 50,000 Mpox vaccines. The Israeli army has issued a new evacuation order for Palestinians in Beit Hanon, northern Gaza, following rockets fired at Israel on Tuesday. Now, a map in Arabic was posted on social media detailing the areas to be evacuated. The army spokesperson warned of immediate and forceful action against the militants responsible. Over the past few weeks, several evacuation orders have been issued, displacing hundreds of thousands of Palestinians. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has meanwhile said that efforts to establish a ceasefire in Gaza are in the final phase. Now we close off with a story this morning where the Postberg section of the West Coast National Park has burst into bloom for the spring season, drawing flower enthusiasts eager for a vibrant display after a cold, wet winter. While Namakwaland and Nivervotville are renowned for their spring blooms, the West Coast National Park, a little more than an hour's drive from Cape Town, offers a closer floral spectacle. The Postberg section is a floral hotspot open only in August and September. Visitors can enjoy a scenic drive through fields of wildflowers and breathtaking views on the Langebaan Lagoon, while the Atlantic shoreline at Plunkers Bay is perfect for a picnic. The new Spring Flowers Guide, available at the gate, aids in identifying the diverse flora, supporting Sandpark's Honorary Rangers projects. Well, I definitely know what the rest of my plans are looking like for August and September. That wraps up your news. For now, here's sports with Carl.
Thanks a lot, Carissa. Before we see what's blossoming at the Olympics, let's delve into some cricket action. An update on the Proteas test in the West Indies yesterday as rain brought an early wrap. However, the 15 overs bowled could be significant as Aidan Markram fell to Jason Holder on 9 off 34 balls to lead the Proteas on 45 for the loss of 1. The positive Tony de Zorzi settled in and started today on 32. Well, he will. And then, of course, Tristan Stubbs returns on just 2. But all eyes will be on that weather report as well, as those permutations can cause some different results in cricket matches as we've seen in the past, thanks to Duck with Lewis. But let's get on to Olympics. 400 metres, of course, getting back to Paris. We start off here with an epic 400-metre duel that provided yet another incredible finale for the 69,000 trackside and 100ths of millions worldwide. The margin this time, 400ths of a second, as American Quincy Hall hit yet another PB of 43.40 seconds, outdipping Brit and fastest man this year, Matthew Hudson-Smith, for gold. Zambia's Muzala Samakonga taking the bronze in that particular match. Now for Team South Africa, let's get you an update. Now, positive start for Ashley Bohia in the golf, ending round 1 on 4 under 68 and second on the leaderboard. Brian Raatz pulled off a 2.24-metre jump to move through qualification for the high jump. Joanne van Dijk qualified for the javelin final with a PB of 64.22 metres, and Hamish Lovemore powered into the semis of the men's 1,000-metre kayak, and Edmund du Plessis stormed into the next round of the 800-metre. A little look at the medal tally now. A few milestones yesterday, as mentioned, while Quincy Hall claims the 4th fastest one-lap ever. Morocco's Sofiane Al-Bakkali reigns supreme as the king of the steeplechase, and now only the 3rd Arab to win double Olympic gold. And Nina Kennedy continued Australia's run, earning their first ever women's pole vault gold. Let's see day 12's net results in our medal tally. America surging ahead on 94 medals China on 65. And let's hope Team South Africa can start adding to their tally as soon as possible. But we'll continue supporting those individuals who are repping us beautifully anyway. And that's it for sport for now. Let's take a look at your weather. Here's Carissa again.
Thank you so much, Carl. Let's have a first look at your weather, where the South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for disruptive rain in the southwestern parts of the Western Cape. Several warnings for heavy winds have also been issued. Damaging interior winds are expected in the southern parts of the Namakwa district in the Northern Cape and areas of the Western Cape, Northwest and Southern Free State. Additionally, damaging winds and waves will make sea navigation difficult between Lambert's Bay and Cape Agulhas. Now, the central parts of the country face extremely high fire danger conditions. And lastly, a heat wave with high temperatures is expected over parts of the Eastern Cape, while parts of the Northern and Western Cape can expect very cold conditions. Now, we're definitely feeling that this morning, and we're hoping that your morning views will warm us up just a little bit. This is just your first reminder to share that with us on 063 408 8863. And speaking about cold weather, let's see what the temperature's looking like on your side of the country. And yes, I know it is not Women's Day just yet, but we're just hours away, so why not bring all the lovely ladies to your screen this morning? Well, listen, just after the break, we've got so much that is going to come your way. We've got Joe and Jess that are going to join us because we're talking about women in tech and also motherhood, maybe a combination that you didn't know could coexist, but they 100% can. And then we've got your man coming through just a little bit later, and he's going to be chatting to Carl all around the newest in tech. So much more on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We'll see you after this. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Yes, we're talking all things to do with women for the month of August, and if it's anything to do with me, hopefully for the rest of the year. And in particular, we're talking about and getting into conversation about women in the tech industry and also how motherhood kind of ties into that. And joining us is Jo Eyre, a tech expert and PhD researcher from Voxion Communications. Now, Jo is at the forefront of researching the reboarding process for women returning from maternity leave, a crucial topic. Given this fact, 60% of professional women leave their jobs within a year of returning from maternity leave due to a lack of support. So we're going to see how we can help you out with that one. Joining her is Jess Hines, a familiar face on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and a dynamic gamer and tech content creator who's navigating the tech world while balancing motherhood. So we definitely have an example of what we're talking about on the couch today. Ladies, welcome. How are you doing today?
Yeah, fabulous.
What was the decision behind the hair and the top? Because you are so vibrant and it's just up my alley.
It's all about bringing the colour for the morning.
Yes.
You know, it's
Very early, I know.
yeah, we need a bit of energy here.
Well, Jo, let's start with you because I think the work you do is absolutely vital. I think women often think I can either do the one or the other, and we're seeing trends that go about that maybe we're not even the happiest about. So your research on reboarding women after maternity leave in particular, right, has some surprising statistics like that 60% that I brought up a little bit earlier. So can you share more about your findings and what it all actually means in reality?
Yeah, no, absolutely. It really just started with me putting my story out there.
Ah, yes, tell me more.
And just telling people that, you know, my experience of going back to work, I love my career. I was so excited to go back. But the person that you leave to go and have a baby is a very different person to the one that you kind of come back with. You go through a big transition.
Yeah.
And so I was super excited to get back. But when I did get back, things had changed. I went from feeling quite competent in my job to having this little human, and I don't know what I'm doing most of the time.
Yeah.
And I kind of brought that back to work, and then I wasn't very well supported by my employer either. So I shared my story, and I couldn't believe the feedback I got. And I knew I wasn't alone, but it was surprising how many people had experienced something similar. So I put my researcher hat on and decided to get a little bit of data from my network. And some of the things that came back were like about 80% of people didn't feel supported.
Wow.
Only 8% had any real handover when they came back, so proper, clear handover back into the workplace. I think elements of flexibility weren't really put in place, and I'm really sad that we're in a situation where still so many workplaces where you have to be there physically don't have somewhere hygienic and private for people to express milk.
Wow, such a simple thing that's completely overlooked. And what blows my mind is that motherhood is both natural, right? And something that's been happening for so many years. So you would think that in a place that we have to be, which is work, something like that would be included. So we talk about the community being part of your network and support. How can people then translate that into companies? What sort of strategies can companies implement to support women?
So I really believe that we need a kind of a reboarding revolution.
Yeah.
And that might sound really grand, but actually it's quite simple and it doesn't need to be costly. It just needs to be intentional. So it's really about employers just looking at what they can do from a beforehand perspective, but also afterwards as well. So simple things like creating step-by-step programs whereby women that are coming back to work know what they're doing, can feel like they've got a process where they don't have to be up and running on day one, 100%. And sometimes just the small touches, just being told by their manager, welcome back, we know this is a process and we're here to support you.
That goes a long way, I can imagine.
Goes a really long way, yeah.
Well, just let's come over to you. I mean, you are a case study of what we're talking about exactly as well. But I do know that your work maybe offers some flexibility. So let's talk about the balance that you experience from a day-to-day life, juggling motherhood, also being a wife, and then, of course, pursuing content creation full-time. What does that look like?
Yeah, so I think one thing I had to learn very early on was what I call like taking it back to the 80s. So at a certain time of day, it was I'm not answering work calls, I'm not checking my emails. Like I'm a mom now. I've got that hat on, and then when she goes to school, I've got my work hat on. Same thing on weekends, and that's difficult to do when you start because you do feel like you always need to be on and you need to wear all the hats at the same time. But I think a lot of times we forget that the whole concept of having to be a mom and a homemaker and an employer or like good at your job is a relatively new thing, and they haven't adjusted the expectations for all of those roles yet. So we just need to be a little bit kinder with ourselves.
Yes, compassion
know?
goes such a long way, and especially self-compassion too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And we need to lead by example with that. Well, let's talk about...
try. I don't always succeed.
That's all right. That's real, and I prefer that. I love that. Can we talk about women in gaming?
Yeah.
I don't know why some people still think that's an oxymoron, like only guys game, right? Talk to me about the barriers that either you face or you know the women around you face within that space in particular.
Yeah, I think there's obviously the normal gaming level where there's a lot of animosity and a lot of we've allowed you into this space, but it's a hobby. It's kind of weird to allow people into a hobby.
Like I didn't need your permission.
Yeah, I bought the game, guys. But I think on a professional level, it is a little bit difficult to get the same work opportunities. Even professional gaming tournaments, a lot of times it's difficult for women to get in there and for there to be an equal sort of thing. And it's not because women are not good at games because they're women. It's because just from playing games, it becomes difficult. And dealing with that, there's a lot of toxicity in gaming. Everyone deals with it. But women have to deal with that same toxicity as well as sexism, as well as misogyny. And a lot of women just drop off because it throws you off your game. You don't want to be there.
Quite literally,
Yeah. So, there are sort of these systemic barriers in place at the moment from those levels. And then just from a professional level, it is difficult to see yourself in a role where you don't see others. And there are so few women in tech and in gaming who are really putting themselves out there, so we don't know of them. And I think if you are in tech and gaming as a woman, like, be that role model so that those other little girls can see themselves in you and they then come into that career path as well.
Absolutely. And what a great and poignant way to end off our chat today. Ladies, thank you so much, Joe and Jess. I hope that they will be back again soon because I'm sure there's so much more that we could have unpacked today, but we just kept it short and sweet. And yes, be that example to the next girl going forward, like our ladies today have really stepped up to the plate and done it themselves.
We'll get back to that conversation a little bit later. It is fascinating and a very, very important conversation to have as well. Quick one from your side, though. If you want to get the Vuvuzela out, you can, because you can showcase your disky skills by playing Sports Stake 8 Fixtureless 762 for an estimated jackpot of over 1.2 million rand. That's this Thursday, which is today. The fixture list also closes at 7:30. There's an exciting match, Panathinaikos up against Ajax. That'll be tonight in the Europa League, so make sure you get behind that and don't get left behind and play Sports Stake 8 now in store on the nationallottery.co.za website or the mobile app for your chance to be inja your game. Zanele, what else can we expect on your Feel Good Breakfast Show?
Oh, so much, my Carl. But let me just tell you a few, Expresso family. First and foremost, we're going to be taking a look at some of the trends in the tech space for women. As you heard, Carissa kicked off that conversation, and we're continuing it right here in Johannesburg in a bit. And then calling all girl bosses of Mzansi, baby. Wouldn't you like to win some cash just for being a girl boss? Well, the nice thing is that there are cash prizes coming up right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, more about women in tech.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Breakfast show right here on S3. And my lovely, tomorrow is Women's Day. We are celebrating the girl bosses that are girl bossing, okay? Can you see this morning I dressed up for the ladies who are in front of me? I'm talking about two incredible trailblazers who are actually doing the work when it comes to allowing the space of tech to open up for women. First and foremost, we're joined by Marcia Monareng, who is the founder and CEO of Millennial Mindset Media, as well as Millennial Mindset Foundation, and is someone who is allowing lesser communities, unfortunately, to possibly open up when we talk about tech and honestly allow them to be empowered economically, which is incredible. And then we are also joined by Nicole Ramos Dodd, who is, of course, a powerhouse partner at Red Eye Recruitment, and she goes on to possibly do the absolute most when we talk about how it is that more women can be recruited into tech, and also she has over 10 years experience in doing so. And this morning we get to celebrate them along with all the other women that they're empowering in the tech space. Let's welcome them, everybody. Hello, gorgeous ladies. Hi. Happy Women's Day in advance. Oh, my word.
Happy Women's Day.
Nicole, I want to start with you because, of course, you know about all of the trends in the space of women in tech. And I want to ask you, what are they exactly when we look at where we find ourselves now, as well as what does the landscape actually look like?
Sure. So I do believe that, women have made incredible strides from a technology perspective. Obviously, we are still quite underrepresented from a tech perspective, but I feel like there's a lot of skills development happening and there's a lot of drive towards just building a lot of different initiatives and programs in order to pipeline that future talent.
Yeah.
Now, the programs that I'm talking about are, basically where they're focused on upskilling women from software development, digital skills. And funny enough, some of the programs that I actually found out there in South Africa, for example, eSkills for Girls, there's something called Techno Girls, there's African Girls Can Code, and they're really starting to roll out into the African countries. And what they're doing is they're partnering with businesses and organizations and even talent organizations to really design innovative training, to mentor, to upskill, to support, which really basically fast tracks IT careers.
Yes.
And hopefully what it does is, again, it gives them that blend of theory and real world experience.
Yes.
And hopefully giving them that opportunity to get placed permanently in the market, essentially, because that's what we're trying to do. There's that skills gap.
Speaking of that, can I ask you, when it comes from the business side, what can they do to actually retain that raw female talent that is coming in, as well as just allow it to be as effective as possible?
100%. I mean, there's so many elements. There's a couple of things that scream out to me when you're looking to retain female talent.
Yes.
So, I mean, obviously you want to look at things like flexibility. Having an arrangement with your company where you can do the remote work or the hybrid work to really sort of satisfy whatever that lifestyle is that you're currently running at the moment. But also, what we're trying to do is make sure that there's continuous learning and that there is an environment that really fosters value and safety for women so that there isn't this unconscious bias that's really happening. What we're trying to do is, basically just make sure that there are programs internally within companies that are looking at women in tech.
Yeah.
So partnering them with leaders and other female employees so that they can start looking at high potential females and promoting them and advocating for them on high visibility projects.
Love that.
Etc. So we're really trying to make sure that we retain those talents from a female perspective, but we're also continuously attracting them.
Love that.
Very important.
I love it. And you ladies are doing the important work, which is, Marcia, why I want to come to you as an award-winning business owner. Just casual. Speak to us a little bit about, how it is that the role of women in tech is evolving, and particularly in, unfortunately, the less privileged communities.
There's a popular saying that says when you educate a woman, you empower and you uplift the community.
Yes.
And I think we are seeing more women, especially in underserved community, now gain access and thrive in the digital and online space. And it's such a beautiful thing to see because I think before there's been so many barriers to entry in terms of technology, and now because with social media and with a lot of digital technologies, we're seeing more women and in underserved communities step in.
Yeah.
With the work that we're doing at Millennial Mindset Foundation, we're bridging the digital divide and we're allowing young people young women, especially, to have access to internet, to know also about the opportunities that exist in the digital space.
Yeah.
So with the growth in digital education, things like YouTube, TikTok, there's more knowledge and more access to information about how to grow in the digital space.
Beautiful. And also just in terms of talking about, particularly women being in tech, I also know that, like you said, when you empower women, you empower an entire community. So speak to me a little bit about the work that Millennial Mindset Foundation has done in terms of just doing that specific work.
Yeah, so Millennial Mindset Foundation has been there for a year, and it is a baby of Millennial Mindset Media, which is my digital agency, which has been in the game for 3 years. So how Millennial Mindset Foundation came about is that I'm a young girl from the township, and I got the opportunity to know about digital marketing and know about the opportunities that are out there. So I wanted to empower young Marshas from the same township where I grew up. So I went back to my community and I launched the foundation in order to help young girls learn about the opportunities that are out there, because we have a big struggle of unemployment. Yet at the same time, there's so many opportunities that exist in the digital world. And we're seeing now a lot of young girls are building careers just from their cell phones. So the goal is to allow people to have access and knowledge to the opportunities that are in the digital economy.
I love that. I love that. And Nicole, just to wrap things up for us, can you speak to us a little bit just about, AI and how it's being used to really help what we're talking about today?
Yeah, absolutely. So AI basically is benefiting from a recruitment perspective. What we're doing is AI is sifting through thousands of resumes, helping us look and match candidates to job specifications, also saving recruiters time and also avoiding any profile, any candidate to be overlooked in the process. We're also saving a lot of time to hire, so things are being automated, things are moving a lot quicker. We're looking at being able to take a lot of data, how would you say, analytics and strategies from AI as well, where they're giving us hiring trends and candidate behavior. So essentially, we still need AI to work in partnership with human judgment. I mean, ultimately, humans are the ones that are making the final decisions and going, this is the perfect culture fit for our organization. But I think AI is really helping a lot of that, that first part of the recruitment process where we're trying to set up interviews and handle queries. I mean, that's 100%, and that's being done by chatbots and virtual assistants. So it's creating an enhanced candidate experience. So again, speeding up the process and allowing recruiters things and coming in right at the end to make those final decisions.
I love that. Ladies, you're incredible. The other day I fixed the remote and I think woman in tech. I'm making my way in, you know what I mean? Ladies, congratulations on everything that you're doing and please continue because the work that you're doing really matters.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. I'm ready for Women's Day and continuing in celebrating Women's Month. We of course are going to be chatting to more incredible women just like these two right here next to me. And of course, Expresso family, you know that throughout this show today, we're going to be getting you ready for the 9th of August tomorrow. For now, though, what's happening up there in Cape Teasy, my beautiful family?
I don't know about you, but I am feeling so inspired by that conversation Zanele just had. For now, though, we're going to continue down that channel of inspiration because if you're a woman, I want you to perk up and stand up right now. Global payments leader Visa, in partnership with ABSA, are calling all you girl bosses to enter the She's Next initiative, which spans across the globe. Now, She's Next aims to create an inclusive and equitable environment for women-led businesses. You get the chance to expose your business to international markets and get access to training with international business schools. That's not all. Eligible female entrepreneurs from all industries and sectors in South Africa are encouraged to apply for a chance to win a share of over 1 million rands worth of grant funding. Now, in addition to the monetary prizes, the top applicants will receive training and capacity building sessions courtesy of Visa and, of course, its partner, ABSA. And we keep on going with this. It still gets better. Women businesses owners across South Africa stand the chance to win win a first prize of 400,000 Rand, a second prize of 250,000 Rand, and a third prize of 170,000 Rand, as well as an additional 170,000 Rand for the Social Impact Award. So lots to be won when it comes to She's Next. And to learn more about it and to apply for Visa's She's Next initiative, to make sure that you submit a short application form via She's Next on visa.co.za with your details about your business. Now, applications are open until the 11th of August, so that's just around the corner, and winners will be announced in September 2024. Now, don't miss the opportunity to elevate your business and make a global impact.
There are stories of strivers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
So from She's Next to what's next for you on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now there's an electronics mania review with Grant Hines coming your way. And then we're going to make, how's this for morning alliteration, cookies and cream cupcakes. It's going to be amazing with a very talented individual who's right behind me. Lubabalo Plaikis will be in the kitchen. Yep, there it is. Talent from Tastemaster Junior. So make sure you stay right there. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Good morning. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And this is a chance for us to get our tech enthusiasts front and center. We've got tech guru, who's Jess Hines' husband, is here to give us an exciting review of the latest offerings from Game Stores' Electronics Mania campaign, stirring up quite the buzz. Let's chat to him. Jess Hines' husband, how are you feeling, man?
I'm great. I'm great. Thank you.
The liquor, man. Grant, it's always a pleasure to have you.
The husband of Simone Biles.
Yes, that's
right?
it.
Yeah, okay. Because I don't know what her husband's name is, but apparently
Me neither.
he made her famous.
Oh, please. No, no. But one thing that I can tell you is that whenever you do a review on tech, I trust you, especially with the Samsung Smart TV. That's the one I got, so thank you for that.
I'm glad you did.
So tell me more about the Samsung Smart TV, just to kind of get an idea of Electronics Mania and how amazing this particular promo is.
Okay, so this promo is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like the price is bonkers. It's 12,999. You're looking at a 70-inch Samsung UHD 4K Smart TV. Like, it is
For
bonkers.
under 13.
Under 13, and you get a Samsung Galaxy A07 phone. So you get a free smartphone straight up with the. I was like, when Games sent that through, I was like, I'm sure there's something wrong here. This is crazy. It is such.
Did you say
a good
70-inch, 70-inch?
Yes. I also double checked that. I was like, that's a really decent size.
Oh,
and
man.
remember, so it's a 4K
Yes.
UHD smart TV. So it's got brilliant whites, it's got brilliant darks, and the visual fidelity. Obviously, Samsung make the best panels, like TV displays in the world.
Yeah.
In fact, a lot of phone manufacturers that are well known actually use Samsung panels, even though you don't know that. So yeah, it's got this incredible vivid color.
Yes.
And because it's a newer TV, it's extremely thin. And then also it's got AI upscaling, and then the ability, so it takes older content,
Yes.
makes it nice and looks good. And there's some really cool game modes as well to get rid of any like motion blur while you're playing the game, to make gaming even more crisp on it. So it really is something like special. I honestly thought, look how thin it is.
But I'm taken aback because now I'm thinking there's a TV that I need to upgrade, because you know TVs have a certain lifespan, right?
Yes.
Except the Samsung Smart TV, because that one's the best one to upgrade to.
Yeah,
So-
look, I've got a TV I bought years ago, Samsung Smart TV. I love it to bits, but this is running Tizen, the 2023 edition, so I'm
Yes.
quite keen to go like,
Okay.
let me see what I can do to get Jess to convince her so that we can upgrade.
So
but,
you were saying that it's not only this TV, 'cause I'm still taken aback by the 70-inch for under 13. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's like I can't even talk. But
it's got all these things. So like
Beautiful.
a lot of people go like, oh, I don't need a 4K TV because I don't have any 4K content. But it's got a processor in it that what it does is it adaptively
Yeah.
upscales your content to 4K using AI. So it's an artificial intelligence that's built into the processor of the
Yes.
TV that takes content like sport, for instance, and blows it up to 4K so that you get a higher resolution. It creates pixels using that artificial intelligence, so you can get even crisper images from stuff that, you know, was lower resolution or whatever the case is.
This is great.
Yeah, so it's a bonkers TV, but
Yeah.
for 12,999, and then you get a free phone as well.
I was going to ask you about the phone now, because now this phone's not to be played with either. This is also quite an amazing phone that you can now use to interact with the Smart TV too, right?
Yes, so obviously with Tizen, which is
Yes.
Samsung's operating system, it's got smart things built into it,
Yeah.
which is awesome. And because it's got smart things built in, you can control all those smart devices. You can even control your TV with your phone, which is great. But the A05 is obviously one of the Galaxy's A series devices. It's not a flagship device by any
Yeah.
means, but to get that thrown in, I already think the TV is a brilliant price for
Right.
12,999. And then not only are you getting the TV, they're throwing in a phone. So I think it's that thing of like, you know, we could use a spare phone at home, right?
Yes.
Or like if you got a kid who needs a phone, it's like, we might as well just get the TV, right?
But this is perfect, because usually the kid would dominate the TV because of gaming or something to that effect. Maybe the big games coming on, because of course there's our big leagues coming our way soon. Now you can say, hold on, I'll make you a deal. I tell you, I'll get you a phone. Don't worry, I'll get you a phone. My point, I'll get you a phone.
Yeah.
Sort
If you
it
leave
out,
us
I got
alone
you.
and watching the TV,
Here's a phone for you. Are you serious? Yes, it's a phone for you, and then you get the TV.
Yeah, which is bonkers. And again, they're all in the Samsung ecosystem. So yeah, you get that smart things integration, which is great. And so you get the benefits of that, and you get this 70-inch TV. Like for 12,999.
That's why I'm kind of taken
not just
aback.
not just any like
Yes.
70-inch TV. It's one with 4K UHD upscaling, Samsung's premium ultra slim display, like 2023 Tizen, the operating system that's built into it. So smart TVs are, the benefit is that you don't need other external boxes.
Yeah.
Smart TVs, for a lot of people actually ask me this question, so I'm going to quickly answer
Yes,
it.
please.
So there's an operating system running on the television,
All right.
which you can download apps to, and you can run those apps and stream the shows that you want to stream through the smart TV's operating system.
Yes.
You don't need a external box or those dongles that fit into
Yeah.
your TV. That's already built into the TV. So not only is it ultra slim, you don't need any extra uckle cheese lying around your
Yeah,
TV, so it keeps it cleaner. And you save that cost of not having to buy a smart box or whatever the case is.
And I got my Smart TV because of you. You did a review once. I got this TV, and I can play Spotify through the TV while I'm getting, dressed for work. I can do a lot of different things, and I think this is fantastic. So Smart TV future, but I also get a phone with it. And it's not just any Smart TV. It's a 70-inch Smart TV, and it's below 13,000 Rand. What is going on?
I don't know what they were thinking,
What
but
is-
like, yeah.
This is crazy.
Take
It really
advantage.
is. You have to. But thanks a lot to Jess Hines' husband for giving us an amazing review. Head on over to your nearest game store or visit their website at gamestores.co.za. The promotion is available for a limited time only, obviously, so don't miss out. And whether you're upgrading your home entertainment system or looking for a new smartphone, this is the perfect opportunity to do both. So remember, you also stand the chance to win a 2,000 Rand Game Stores voucher this week. Simply reply to the competition post on the Expresso social media pages and tell us, what are the winter hot take deals from game stores that are making you feel the warmth this winter, like this one. Don't forget to add hashtag #GotGame. Competition closes Sunday, 16 August. T's, C's can be found on expressoshow.com. And so get creative and share your cozy winter essentials with us. It is, I still can't believe it. So 70-inch.
Yes. 70 inches.
So it's 70-inch.
Are you buying this for me?
I might actually.
If you buy it for me, I'll give you the phone.
That's perfect. No. If you hold the phone close enough, it's like a big screen TV in your face. So that's going to be great. Check out, it's below 13, 70 inches and a phone. Thank you, Game. You got us and we got you.
And yes, you are still on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And this morning, we are shedding light on a very special young man. I am so impressed by him. Just 16 years old, Lubabalo Plaatjes. Despite his departure from the Tastemaster South Africa Junior, he continues his culinary creativity, and it definitely shines through. And you'll see it come through your screens today. So stay tuned as he shares one of his favorite recipes with us. And it happens to be one of my favorites too. It's a delightful cookies and cream cupcake. I'm so excited to get into this. Lubabalo, welcome, by the way.
Thank you.
Listen, you're no stranger to the screen, because before Tastemaster Junior, you also model, don't you?
Yeah, I
Okay,
did.
so give them a dazzling smile. I love that. Okay, where do we begin when it comes to our cupcakes?
Okay, so we add into a big bowl flour, baking powder.
Lovely.
We add our salt.
So we always start with the dry ingredients into
Yeah.
the wet. Okay, cool.
And then into another big bowl, we mix all our wet ingredients.
Okay.
And then
What are our wet ingredients?
we have our oil, we have our oil, we have our sour cream, we have our milk, and
Okay.
then we'll have some of, I don't know, I forgot.
It's
actually.
okay, that's all right. This sounds like a great combination so far. Okay, so this has been pre-mixed already.
Yeah.
And then, let me just see what this is. Oh, this is like a vanilla paste,
Vanilla
hey?
paste,
So that
yes.
also adds a little bit of flavor. And then that's our dry. Do we mix these together?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Okay, well, while you mix those, I'm so curious to find out why you entered Tastemaster Junior.
Okay, so I've always wanted to be in a baking competition. When I see like baking competitions on TV, I would be like, oh, but I want to be there. I want to be in front of judges, you know, because, you know, we have parents like they tell you, oh, your food tastes like this, your food tastes like that. But I want to know how a judge feels
Yeah,
about
because our
my
moms
food.
can lie to us. Eh?
Yeah. So when I heard an ad on the radio that there's the Tastemaster Junior competition, I was like, oh, I have to jump on this. But, you know, I was procrastinating my entry. So then
relatable.
I sent my entry in late. So I sent my entry a day before.
Ah, Lubabalo.
And then I got an answer the next day. And I was like, oh, wow. I
It was
didn't expect
meant to be.
Exactly.
Let me get you some oil so you can put that in as well.
Thank you.
Grab this over here. Okay, so just a day later, they got in touch with you and said you have made it, right?
Yes.
And how did you feel? Who was the first person you told?
Obviously, my mom heard the call, and I was like, oh, lovely. And they told me that I, of course, have to do my audition tape. And I was like, oh, what if I don't get in? And then I did my audition tape, and my cake actually flopped thrice before I sent in my audition tape.
my God.
Also sent in my audition tape late. And then I got a call back like 3 days after saying, oh, you got into the show. And I was like, wow.
No, listen, when it's your time, it's your time,
your
okay?
time.
Nothing can actually stop
Exactly.
you from going for what you need to go for. So why did your cake flop? Were you nervous?
First, I forgot to add my bicarbonate of soda. Then I forgot to add my vinegar.
No.
And then, yeah, and then also I forgot to set it on the right temperature. That's
Oh
why.
my goodness. Okay, but 3 times the charm. We absolutely
the
love
charm.
that. And this is also a recipe that you enjoy making on your own, right?
I do, yes.
Oh, I love that. Cookies and cream cupcakes is what we are making today. Wet ingredients combined with the dry. And then we get this formula. What is this over here?
Okay, so that is my American buttercream with cookies in it.
Okay, so that is what actually adds the cookies and cream flavor.
Yes.
I love that. Okay, you mix that together, and because of the magic of TV, we already have our cupcakes going here. And I know that you're going to put me through it today because I'm going to try piping. I am going to ask you to show me at least one so I know the direction that I'm going in. But I know that you love sweet things and have a business called Sydney Sweets. Yes, he's 16 years old, and yes, he's doing the absolute most. Tell me more about that.
Okay, so Sydney Sweets started when I was like 13. I started baking cookies for the people at my mom's work. So my mom would always come back and say, oh, wow, people at my job actually loved the cookies.
Wow.
And I was like, you know what, why not just start a business with something that you're good at? And I started Sydney Sweets. And then, unfortunately, it happened. My house burned. And then
I'm so sorry to
Sydney Sweets
hear.
had to stop, unfortunately.
Okay. Oh, no, Lubabalo. And how long ago was that?
That was last year in Jan.
Last year. And the recovery process, how's that going for you guys?
It's going good. It's
Okay,
going good.
that's
Thanks.
good. Well, we can't wait for version 2.0 of Sydney Sweets. I know it's going to come back
you.
bigger and better. And with the added experience now from Taste Master
Exactly.
Junior South Africa. All right, come show me the skills that you've learnt on the show with this piping, because that looks really pretty. So how do we get like that?
Okay, so obviously, twist at the top and
Okay.
then just press.
Okay, and then you swirl.
Do you want to try
Beautiful.
one?
I do want to try one. Oh, lovely. Okay, so as I do this, can you perhaps give the people that are still in the running to become the next Taste Master Junior just some advice? Maybe look into the camera and tell them exactly what you want to say.
So I just want to say, don't be scared to chase your dreams. Don't be scared to chase your dreams. Don't be afraid to, go for what you're looking for. And also, don't keep yourself behind because you alone can open your own dreams.
Oh, I love that.
And yeah, open doors for yourself that no one else can open.
Oh, yes. And you are a testament of that. So my piping is not great, and this is why you made it onto the competition and I didn't. But this is going to taste so delicious. So thank you so much, Lubabalo, for joining us. Mr. Plaikes, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, sir. And we can't wait to see what's next for you.
Thank you.
You can find this recipe on expressoshow.com and enjoy your cookies and cream ice cream.
Hey, this is Holly Ray.
And Mimi Ray.
And this week, you can catch us on Taste Master Junior as contestants bake, make, and create their way to tropical layer cake perfection.
Go, go, go. This is not good. Our cake is literally falling apart.
It's not even that bad.
Bubbly, bubbly, boom, boom. We're done.
That's the Taste Master Junior this Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. on SABC2. Repeats Wednesday at 1 p.m. and Sunday at 4 p.m.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Happy Thursday, Expresso family. We are here all in the name of getting ready for tomorrow. And I'm so excited because we are sitting down with Powerhouse Woman. Black Ruby is hosting the Young Women's Dialogue event this year in 2024, where we get to possibly find out what is troubling Black women. I am talking about us meeting up on the 10th of August at Monte Casino. And of course, today we get to find out what is going to be touched on from the actual founder herself, Lihle Malinga. And of course, it is all about what we talk about when we say life, career, dating, breakups, sexuality, and more. Everybody, please, let's welcome Lihle to the couch. Lihle, how are you?
I am good, thank you. How are you?
I'm amazing. All the better for sitting down with a powerhouse woman like yourself. Because, my love, tomorrow is a big day for us. We love getting to, just talk about how it is that women really empower each other and how they need to be empowered by others as well. But why is it that you felt like you needed to have these conversations?
I think it's just based on my experience as a young Black woman in South Africa. I turned 30, and with 30 years of democracy, I assumed that we would be in a different position as a country.
Sure.
But unfortunately, I myself have faced a lot of discrimination, limitations, issues in relationships.
Yeah.
Gender-based violence is one of the biggest factor right now when you actually think of issues being faced by women in South Africa.
Yes.
So I wanted to start these dialogues because I really wanted to create a safe space for women, young Black women, that is. And I also wanted to give them a platform where if you are starting a business and don't know where to get prospects, we are creating a network of women that will also support each other, even in business.
That's beautiful. Yeah. And I think it's so important as well because obviously, when you come from a specific demographic, those people can most relate to what it is that you've been through.
Absolutely.
So I think that support is so imperative. But now speak to me about this because this, of course, is just yet again another dialogue that you're having. What are some of the ones you've had in the past?
Okay. So just to mention, I think one big one that I can think of right now is fertility.
Oh, wow.
Right. I just want to mention, I was reading something now based on a South African celebrity who commented, I think, on the Miss SA issue, and she was attacked on not having kids.
Yeah.
And for me, that was shocking, right? Because fertility is a huge issue, especially when you're a woman and you feel like that's one thing you are supposed to be able to do, have kids, So those are the types of conversations that we have, What do you do when you come home for family gatherings and they keep asking you, when are you having a baby? When are you getting married? What if you can't have kids? How do you answer that question? So that's one of the topics that we spoke about.
And you know that a lot of women always say, and they're like, the fact that we don't speak about it openly makes so many women think that they're on their own in that terrible journey,
Absolutely.
So that's so important. But now we're going into this specific dialogue that is coming up this weekend.
Yes.
What makes this one different to all the others?
Okay, firstly, I usually have these dialogues in June. I was very intentional with having it in August because it's Women's Month.
Yes.
Secondly, we have a sponsor this time, which is Zungunes, owned by Sandile Zungu.
We love ourselves a sponsor.
Yes. I think what hit me the most is that this is a Black man that's investing in young Black women.
Yes.
So that to me is the highlight. And obviously it's a different year, different experiences, different women. So the dialogue just must keep going.
Yes. And how do you see this dialogue changing the lives of young women who do attend?
Firstly, it gives them a safe space to speak about their issues. Secondly, we don't just speak about issues, but we also look at solutions, right? Think of any business concept. If you're starting something, you bring people into a room and each person will have a different view.
Yeah.
And that's how you make sure you don't make mistakes that you would if you started alone. So we basically share ideas and and empower each other in these events.
Beautiful. So how can we get there? Because we want to be there.
Yes, guys.
Tickets.
And I want you to be there. I want you to
Yes.
experience these dialogues because you laugh, you cry at the same time. So first thing, if you go on my TikTok at Lihle CM, there's a lot of posters.
Yeah.
There are banking details. I can't think of them off by head.
Yeah.
But the ticket is $6.50. It covers a 3-course meal, covers goodie bags, and entertainment.
Amazing.
So that's how you get the tickets.
Beautiful. So it's at Lihle CM.
At Lihle CM, yes.
Thank you so much, Lihle, for
for-
everything that you're doing, because I think it really is so important for us to have those conversations. And I say that because it really can be such an isolating situation to find yourself in when you go through those difficult times. So thank you for that.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, my goodness. As you can see, honey, we are celebrating Women's Day 2024 in the best way possible with the likes of Lihle leading us and having the conversations that truly matter. Right now, though, we need to take care of business because it is the top of the hour. Carissa standing by with the news headlines.
Thank you so much, Zanele. It's just gone 7 o'clock. Let's dive into your national news first, where President Cyril Ramaphosa will host the leaders of the G20 nations again next year. The G20, comprising the world's largest economies, meets to coordinate global policy. Launched in 1999 with 19 countries, the African Union joined as a full member in 2023. Now, South Africa has been a member since the group's inception. This will be Ramaphosa's second major meeting following his successful hosting of the BRICS summit last year. The president added that Pretoria will use the summit to showcase South Africa's strengths and advocate for the country's interests. The CEO of the Private Security Industry Regulatory Authority, Mahabela Chauke, confirmed yesterday that the military training camp in White River, Mpumalanga, was not accredited to provide military training. Chauke updated the investigation into the training of 95 Libyan nationals conducted by Militis de Security Services. He noted that the camp's design and infrastructure supported military-style training and that some trainers, who were foreign nationals, used military ranks. Chauke added that the regulator has suspended the service provider and that criminal charges could follow. Moving on to international news, where Bangladeshi economist and Nobel Prize winner Muhammad Yunus has called for calm and urged for elections in Bangladesh after agreeing to lead an interim government. Yunus, who was in Paris for medical treatment, was appointed chief advisor on Tuesday following the resignation and departure of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. The Peace Laureate was appointed by the President of Bangladesh after discussions with the student leaders and military chiefs. Now, Yunus emphasized the need to quickly restore trust in the government. Now, moving over to the U.S., where in the U.S. they've announced yesterday nearly $414 million in humanitarian aid for the Democratic Republic of Congo, where over 25 million people need assistance, which is nearly a quarter of the country's population. U.S. Ambassador to UN agencies for food and agriculture, Jeffrey Pressock, stated that a large portion of this funding will support UN agencies and aid groups providing essential food, healthcare, nutrition, shelter, water, sanitation, and hygiene. Additionally, the U.S. will contribute $10 million for health assistance and donate 50,000 Mpox vaccines. Now we close off with this news in the sporting world, where Serbia's president has announced a new museum in Belgrade dedicated to Novak Djokovic, celebrating his extraordinary career. Now, Djokovic, a national hero, is considered the greatest sportsperson in Serbia's history and greatest tennis player of all time. His Olympic gold medal victory over Carlos Alcaraz was celebrated across Belgrade and beyond, marking Serbia's first tennis gold and Djokovic's 99th career singles title. President Aleksandar Vučić confirmed the museum plans, aiming to open by 2027, where Belgrade hosts the World Expo. Now, the museum will highlight, among other, Djokovic's 24 Grand Slam single titles, his 10 Australian Open wins, and his record 428 weeks as world number one. Djokovic declared that his Olympic success was the most meaningful achievement of his career. A great way to close things up for this hour. Now let's check in once again with your Olympic news. Here's Carl with the latest in sports.
Thanks, Carissa. Before we head into the world of Olympics, an update on the Proteas test in the West Indies yesterday as rain brought an early wrap. However, the 15 overs bowled could be significant as Aiden Markram fell to Jason Holder on 9 of 34 balls to leave the Proteas on 45 for 1. The positive Tony de Zorzi settled and starting today on 32 with Tristan Stubbs returning on 2. But all eyes will be on that weather report. Now let's hit the Olympics. Getting back to the Paris action, we start at the end, of course, with an epic 400-meter duel that provided yet another incredible finale for the 69,000 trackside and hundreds of millions of people watching worldwide. The margin this time, 0.04 of a second, as American Quincy Hall hit yet another PB of 43.40 seconds, out-dipping Britain fastest man this year, Matthew Hudson-Smith, for gold. Zambia's Muzala Zamokonga took the bronze in this particular race, but what another epic one to watch. Let's go to Team South Africa. A positive start for Ashley Bohia in the golf, ending round 1 on a 468 and second on the leaderboard. Brian Raatz pulled off a 2.24 meter jump to move through qualification. That is for the high jump. An epic result over there for that athlete. Amazing. And then, of course, Johan van Dijk qualified for the javelin final with a PB of 64.22 meters. Believe it or not, phenomenal. And then Hamish Lovemore powered into the semis of the men's 1,000-meter kayak, and Edmund Duplessis stormed into the next round of the 800 meters. So we're doing well. We just need to work on that medal tally. In fact, talking about that, let's get to that. Quincy Hall claims the 4th fastest one lap ever. Morocco's Sofiane Al-Bakali reigns supreme as the king of the steeplechase, and now only the 3rd Arab to win double Olympic gold. And Nina Kennedy continued Australia's run, earning their first ever women's pole vault gold. Let's see day 12's net results in the medal tally. Now, America, well done to them, surging on 94 medals. China on 65. And Team South Africa, we're somewhere down there, but of course we are hoping our athletes bring home some more gold. But they are representing us beautifully, and that's all we care about. That is it for your sporting action for now. Another update in 1 hour. Let's get you to work. Here's the traffic. Here's Carissa.
Thank you so much, Carl. Let's have a look at the roads for the first time this morning. And we're out in Gauteng and Germiston, where there's been an accident on the R24 eastbound after Edenvale Road. Now, 3 right lanes are blocked and heavy delays are expected, so plan your route accordingly. That wraps up your roads for now. Let's have another look at your weather. The South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for disruptive rain in the southwestern parts of the Western Cape. Several warnings for heavy winds have also been issued. Damaging interior winds are expected in the southern parts of Namakwa District, in the Northern Cape and areas of the Western Cape, Northwest and Southern Free State. Additionally, damaging winds and waves will make sea navigation difficult between Lambert's Bay and Cape Agulhas. Now, the central parts of the country face extremely high fire danger conditions. And lastly, a heat wave with high temperatures is expected over parts of the Eastern Cape, while parts of the Northern and Western Cape can expect very cold conditions. Well, we got to brace ourselves for either end of that spectrum. But for now, though, let's get into the sunrise view of the hour. And this one is sent from Loris Fontaine, Yolande, coming through with nothing but the most beautiful Thursday morning. Hello from that sunrise. Thank you so much for blessing our mornings with such a beautiful view of your morning view. And remember that you can too share yours on 063 408 8863. We look forward to those, and we'll dip into it just after 8 o'clock. For now, let's have a look at what temperatures you can expect on your side today.
Did you see that now? That Uppington forgot that it's winter. Again.
26 degrees.
Again.
Come on, be part of the program like the rest of us freezing out here.
Well, coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, you know what? If sports journalism was an Olympic sport, this man would win gold. Nathan Gogela is going to wrap things up when it comes to Olympics. Look at that. You see that? Hold on. If being good looking is an Olympic sport,
there you go.
Nathan Gogela wins gold again.
Yeah.
Look at him. Hey, he's
South
coming through.
Africa in the lead once again. I love to see it. Well, listen, we're going to be celebrating those Olympic wins with some breakfast waffles.
Yes.
That sounds so good for a Thursday morning, a klein Vrydag. You can even add some fruits on there and then call it healthy, okay? But a good balance is what we're striving for on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we'll show you exactly the how-to straight after this.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso on S3. And now we are joined by the gold medalist in being good-looking in sports journalism, Nathan Gogela. He is a commentator as well, don't forget, and we're going to dive into some of the moments from the 2024 Olympic Games so far. So, Nathan Gogela, first and foremost, what is your secret?
Yes, Cole. Why do you always do this?
I'm your hype man, brother. I got you.
You always do this when I'm here.
Yes, I have to. I'm so excited. But welcome. It's been an Olympics that I think that the content around outside of sport content has been crazy for this Olympics. But I want to focus with the sport with you as well. And I want to start off with just a couple of tidbits, a couple of liners on some of the results that just blew us away. Let's start with Tatiana Smith retiring after, you know, gold and silver. That is a beautiful result for Team South Africa. Let's talk about Tatiana first.
Yeah, so Tatiana, just before the Olympics, she wanted to give up swimming, actually. Yeah. And what was nice, the person who supported her was Joel Smith, her husband. So through the adversities that she had to go through, she eventually got 2 medals again. I think she'll go down as one of the most decorated Olympic athletes in South Africa. I mean, 2 gold medals and 2 silvers in 2 Olympics. So, I mean, great achievement for Tatiana.
It's really, it's giving penny. You know,
100% exactly.
You understand what I'm saying, which I love about that as well. But there were other performers, and I think sometimes the lesser codes tend to not get the love. Like a mountain biker who gets our first ever medal, you know, Alan Hatherley. And I think that's amazing that, you know, we have those codes.
Yeah, but I covered a few Cape Epics, but I've actually never heard of Alan. Sorry, Alan, by the way, but I've never heard of Alan. And I think for him, in 2016 he came 26th. Then in 2020, Summer Olympics, you got the 8th.
Yes.
And then you can see there was upward curve in terms of performance for him. In the latest Commonwealth Games, he got bronze medal, and then now he got bronze medal in the Olympics. So it was always going to be, he was on an upward curve in terms of performance for Alan, so it was good to see.
One of those guys that didn't force all of his friends to mountain bike with him. He kind of did it in silence. That's why he's been under the radar. And look at him now. Well done, Alan. We love you so much. That's brilliant. Come on, my man. And then Blitzbox deserved the plaudits as well. I know. You basically 12th. you're basically out of favor.
Yeah.
And you go in and you get yourself a bronze. I mean, that needs a bit of a nod too. Come on.
That's a tough story. I mean, I've covered them since the. I mean, I saw you at the sevens as well, vibing the crowd out.
That's what
the
I
energy.
do, brother. Always.
That's correct. But for them, obviously, they didn't qualify for the Olympics. After the regular 7 season, they sacked the coach during the season, and then they lost to Kenya in Zimbabwe to qualify for the Olympics. And they got one chance left to qualify in Monaco for the repertoire, and they sneaked in, they scraped through. And they were ranked 12th heading into the Olympics, and then finally getting that bronze medal. I think it speaks volumes of the character of this group in terms of resilience.
I'm hoping that this group comes to South Africa's leg of the 7 series and does the biz. That's all we can ever hope for. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Right?
It's been a while.
We're hoping. Tell you what, let's move on very quickly because there was one thing that I think it kind of broke our hearts, but we were proud at the same time. It is a light and shade moment. 0.01 seconds from a medal. Akani Simbene. I still can't believe it, but it was one of the most epic 100-meter races I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, I mean, that final, I mean, in that final, you got the national. What I like about him, he's got that mindset saying he wants to, in the next Olympics, he wants to compete again.
Yes.
Age is not on his side. I think it's to the 132 this year, and then in the next Olympics, it will be 35, 36. So let's see how he goes. I'll be keen to watch how he progresses. You still got the youngsters coming up as well, likes of Benjamin Richardson and Shaun Maswanganyi.
Yes. I feel like they need to go shame, man, for Richardson, you know, that hammy is not good to be pulled. But, of course, we can only hope, you know, for some more with Wade and 4x100. You know, there's still things to come.
That's coming this morning, I believe.
That's the thing. I've been waiting for it. Come on, I think we've all been waiting for the 4x100. But let's move on very quickly because I know there are some other codes that we need to focus on. Caitlin Rooskrantz. Now, I met Caitlin before and a super talent. You know, when you meet her. Also, Naveen Davies.
Yes.
If you look at what those two ladies have done for gymnastics, especially Caitlin representing as, you know, one of the pioneers in our ladies competing of colour in terms of gymnastics. You actually wrote an article about this, didn't you? Just to unpack that for a second about how important Caitlin Rooskrantz's representation is, even with the injury, still being there for us on the Olympic stage.
Yeah, so obviously, as you rightfully said it, that I covered Caitlin before the Olympics, and she was doing the training. Hence why we had to reschedule the interview quite a bit. But I mean, for herself, growing up, she had no one to look up to in terms of role models in gymnastics. Yes, I understand gymnastics is a small sports growth in South Africa.
Yeah.
But I think through belief and faith that she'll eventually make it through. So I think representation for herself, she just wants to represent all the small girls and boys in the communities. Yeah. And maybe one day we can see the next Caitlin Rooskrantz coming through in the near future. But yeah, very unfortunate for her to get that ankle injury in the Olympics.
Yeah, shame, man. It was really sad. But you know, when I spoke to her before, I joked. I said like, oh, we're going to see you at the Olympics, eh? And she was like, maybe. And when I saw her, there was that moment where I remembered back when we did that show, and I'm so proud. Also, Naveen is fantastic too as an athlete. And representation is not only important on a level of, hey, they are South African and we see them on stage, but as you said, it's those girls in gymnastics who are now thinking, are we ever going to get there to Simone Biles level?
Yeah.
Now they're saying, are we going to get to Caitlin Rooskrantz level? Yeah. And that's important for us as South Africans to aspire to be the icons of our own stage. Yeah, and I love that as well. Now, can I just go abroad? Last moment, I know there were many, I got it, social media moments as well. But when you can put your hand in the pocket with a normal specs that you probably got and fire your way to a medal, you have to look at this guy, Yusuf Dikej. It's, you know, this guy, I mean, even Duplantis used this guy's stance as his celebration for breaking that pole vault record. So let's talk about Yusuf for a second. The man is so chilled. He says he's a natural shooter.
Yeah.
I mean, weren't you stunned by everybody having all that tech backing them and have that uncle come there and get a medal?
I must say, this one is a suspicious case, by the way. Because, I mean, this guy, because you actually need equipment when you do shooting. You need a visor to close the one eye to have the focus on the one eye. You need earplugs and obviously the uniform and so forth. But he just came out of bed, wear a wool shirt, regular glasses, and stood there one hand in the pocket and started shooting. I mean, that's pretty hectic.
I feel like he had a cup of coffee before that, though. I think maybe he played a couple of games in his phone, did that very quickly, got a medal, went home. It just feels like one of those uncles at a party, you know, who's so good with the water pistol. And then suddenly he makes it happen. But, wow, we'll always remember Yusuf Dikesh.
But I must say, I did some research on him.
And?
I need to find out that he's actually a former law enforcement officer in Turkey. So a lot of people have been saying a lot of stories about him and his wife and so forth, but he actually was a former law enforcement officer in the military, so yeah.
You know that I feel like that's why the crime rate went up just a little bit as he retired. I know now why. It makes sense. But lots more moments. Looking forward to having you on the couch again for some more of them. You said 4x100. That's
4x100
this morning.
Sean, Benjamin Richardson, and one other. So
is Ben going to make it in? I hope so.
We'll see what happens this morning.
I might have to give
after 11 o'clock,
Yeah, that's going to have to happen for strategy. That's all the moments we have. It's been fantastic. And, of course, we're going to keep you updated right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. For now, we're not going to waffle on. We just need waffles.
Thank you, my beautiful family. Oh, my goodness. I love everything that's happening here on the show today. But one of my favorite things is us getting to know our master chefs that are junior. They have absolutely done, I think, the impossible. Imagine stepping onto a show being so young and honestly owning the space. And today we get to meet one of those incredible humans. Yes, his journey came to an end on MasterChef Junior Season 1, but his lasting impression that he left on the show and has left on the judges, my friend, I think that is what it is all about. And it also proves to us that his future is so bright. I am talking about OJ, aka Ompile Mohala, and he's in the building today to show us how to make some delicious breakfast waffles topped with some nice things. But I'm going to let him do the talking about the food. Everybody, let's welcome Ompile! How are you, my angel?
I'm awesome.
That's good. Ompile, you are so MasterChef Junior-y. Like, you look so ready and incredible. Oh, I absolutely love it. And, my love, I want to know, what made you decide to enter the competition?
The reason why I decided to enter the competition is because I wanted to explore new things. I wanted to get out of my comfort zone and try new things and explore the culinary arts.
I love it. And have you always loved cooking? How old were you when you made your first dish?
I think I was 12.
Oh, I love that. I was 11. I burnt everything. So, you know, I like that you are leading us in this lovely juncture. So today you're making us breakfast waffles, correct?
Yes.
And they're topped with what?
They topped with a berry compote and some fresh berries on top and a little bit of sprinkling of ice and sugar just to top it off.
Nice. And why specifically this fish?
I think, you know, when you wake up in the morning, you just want a quick start to your morning.
Yes.
And I think this is the perfect way to get your morning ready.
Yes.
And just to get a balance, you know.
I like it. And I like this balance that it's sweet. It's sweet and it can get us going. But Ompile, speak to me about this, because I feel like when we talk about Taste Master, there's obviously this really incredible, you know, atmosphere when you guys are on set. But I want to hear about the very first time that you stepped on set, where there were all the contestants. What did that feel like for you?
I was quite nervous when I stepped into the kitchen. I knew the pressure was coming and it was coming with force. But when I saw the contestants and the judges, I was super excited. I was super excited to embarking on a new journey with them and meeting everyone, since I'm a social bee.
I love that.
I was just excited to meet everyone.
I love it. And my lovely, I feel like, you know what, you have genuinely, like I said earlier on, done the impossible, because it's so difficult for people to sometimes step into an atmosphere that is a little bit like, oh, can I do it? Who will I meet there? And you did such an incredible job. So you must know that I'm really proud of you, okay?
Thank you so much.
Yes. But my angel, speak to me about this, because you're only 14 years old. Yes. And of course, having a passion for something at your age, sometimes you don't know how far you're going to take it. For you, is this something you want to do like for the rest of your life?
I would like to become, tap into the social space, like just get on TV, maybe like become...
You're already on TV. This is TV. Yes.
So tap into the media industry, but professionally, I would like to become a veterinarian one day.
Oh, lovely.
So for now, I'd just like to become like maybe an actor or a presenter. Just something awesome.
I mean, you're already something awesome, excuse me. You're part of season 1 of Taste Master, thank you very much. But my angel, also with you saying that, you know, you want to one day be a vet, have you seen those TikTok videos where they cook like full-on meals for for their?
Meal
Are you gonna be
prepping.
that vet? You know, like have a.
I'm gonna have a whole
steak
schedule.
with a. I love that. But Ombile, speak to me about this in terms of your love of cooking. Where did it come from exactly?
My love of cooking came from my family. We usually cooked a lot in the house, especially Sundays. We would come together, have a laughter here and there, and just bring our joy and cook something amazing.
Beautiful. And speaking of amazing, what have you done there for us exactly?
So here I've created our waffle batter, and then I have put it into our waffle iron.
Yes.
We're just waiting for it to quickly get done.
Okay.
And then after that, we are going to devour it.
I love it. And what did you include in that one? Because I'm sorry, I'm only in the kitchen once a year. Once a year. I can't do it a lot. So this looks like it was easy. What did you add exactly?
Okay, so in here we have some milk, some oil, we have 3 eggs,
Okay.
and we have baking powder and a 1/4 cup of oil.
Beautiful. Okay, speaking of tasting, can we taste mustard? This is over here. Can we taste mustard nicely? Because come on over. I'm excited. Here we go, my angel. And this looks amazing. Okay. Oh my word. So is this like your ultimate breakfast?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So for you, no eggs and bacon. You are here by the waffles.
I live on waffles each and every single day.
Batsong. Let's go.
Tastes amazing.
It tastes incredible. I love this. And how long does it take to make it?
3 minutes, 4 minutes, you're done.
See, I even have to ask. I don't do the kitchen. But my friend, I will do the Expresso kitchen, especially when we have talented individuals like OJ. Thank you very much. Part of season 1 of Taste Master. And honestly, I think we have an absolute superstar on our hands. And when I say that, my friend, it means indeed we need to keep watching him. But you're tuned into your Feel Good Breakfast show. We're going to be taking a short break, but we'll be back after this.
Hey, this is Holly Ray.
And Mimi Ray.
And this week, you can catch us on Taste Master Junior as contestants bake, make, and create their way to tropical layer cake perfection.
Go, go, go. This is not good. Our cake is literally falling apart.
It's not even that bad.
Bubbly, bubbly, boom, boom. We're done.
That's the Taste Master Junior this Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. on SABC2. Repeats Wednesday at 1 p.m. and Sunday at 4 p.m.
It's my feel good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is, of course, Expresso on S3. And thank you so much for being here because we're talking all things to do with fashion. Now, made from more responsibly sourced cotton and a hint of stretch, that's very important, the denim details are truly what make the difference. Now, denim technologist Michelle Land is here to take us through the conscious care that goes into making, or the making rather, of your favorite pair. And can I just tell you that they fit so perfectly, Michelle. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for the work that you do, because honestly, you're making denim more accessible and wearable, I think.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. You look stunning.
Oh, thank you. You too. Well, let's get into this, because we know that with Woolies, the details really do make a difference. So when it comes to the denim, what are the details in that really set it apart?
Well, before the garments start, way before the garments start, it actually is who we partner with. So we partner with the right factories, the right mills and wash houses that give us a sustainability aspect. A lot of factories that don't have that. And denim is very well known for not being good to the environment.
Yeah.
You know, the amounts of chemicals you use and water you use. So our partners use less water, less energy, and less chemicals and eco-chemicals. Why is that important? It's important for the environment.
Of course.
But also eco-chemicals, you know, detox with Greenpeace. They did a big campaign around chemicals. And we switched over about a decade ago to eco-chemicals with all our denim.
I love that.
Super, super important.
Because sustainability also gets ticked off with that, right?
Yes, exactly.
You can wear denims and actually feel good about wearing denims at the same time.
Correct.
Well, speaking about wearing denims, can we see them on a model?
Yes.
Exactly what you're
Hi.
talking about. Hello, you look stunning.
This is one of our skinny fits.
Oh, I love it.
So the important thing around sustainability in our suppliers is that we have partnered with Better Cotton. They've partnered with Better Cotton. Better Cotton actually work with the farms themselves to make sure that the farmers are using less water, they're using less chemicals, they're treating their workers properly, they're getting fair wage, the workers. And so we partnered with them. They use, obviously, I don't know if I've said less water yet, on the farms itself. So all our cotton is actually from Better Cotton.
Yes.
Better Cotton farms. And then when we use polyester in our garments, we use recycled polyester. We're not 100% there. That's one of our goals. We're probably about 85% there with the recycled polyester. Yes, fantastic.
Imperfect sustainability is still sustainability in my eyes. Every little bit counts.
Okay. And then all our trims are actually nickel and ferrous free, made with eco-chemicals. And nickel free is really important because a lot of people are allergic to nickel.
Ah, right.
So we don't have in any trims at Woolworths actually, we have nickel. And ferrous means ferrous free means there's no iron in the garments. So that none of your trims will actually rust.
That's incredible.
That's great. All the trims at Woolworths are nickel and ferrous free.
I didn't know that. That is incredible. So they will last, which again speaks to sustainability for years to come, which is what you want from your denim. It's like, I want to wear them now, I want to wear them in 3 years' time, and I want them to fit just the same. And let's get into the fit of it in particular, because yes, we're talking about sustainability and quality. How about the fit? Do we have to compromise on that?
No. So most of our garments have got a little bit of stretch in it.
Nice.
And they are super, super comfortable. We want them to be comfortable. We want them to last a long time. So a lot of our seams are reinforced. We have bar tacks, all those type of things on our garments to make sure that they last a very long time. We've got different fits for men's and ladies, and we've actually got 2 different lengths in men's and ladies as well.
Ooh.
So if you're a little bit taller, then we cater for you in the slim and in the skinny, or the straight and the skinny.
And if you're petite, you're also catered for. Oh, I'm here for it.
And then we also have in women's wear, we have our curvy fit, which is hugely successful. We're actually going into, or we do curvy fit even in shorts in summer, which is amazing. And really with a curvy fit, it means it fits around the waist a little bit more snugly.
Yes.
So you don't have that gape that
you
normally have. So it's important, I mean, us
curvy girls, yes,
to have a curvy fit. In women's wear, we also have.
Let's see some options.
Well, we've got the 2 different lengths of the garments here. There's 2 different lengths for the ladies. Thank you, guys. We have 2 different lengths.
Okay, I see that.
And then we also have something called the sculpt and lift, which is a whole lot of detail at the back, so you look absolutely fabulous in that. All right. And in women's wear, we have a lot of different shapes. We have a boyfriend shape. We have straight legs. We have culottes.
Oh.
Absolutely stunning. But
Yes.
all of them are comfortable. All of them fit beautifully.
And the shade range is so good. So whether you're a light shade denim, light wash denim, dark wash, or even the whites like I'm wearing today. And you know, when it comes to white denims, a lot of people are a little bit nervous because they think it's not flattering. And I'm like, no, you are putting an end to this.
Yes, exactly.
I'm here for that. And it is very stretchy, like you said, but also not stretchy to a point where you will lose its structure.
So all our fabrics get tested.
Yeah.
Modulus in denim is one of the most important things. So when you're wearing it for 10 minutes, it doesn't start sagging or bagging.
Exactly.
Right? So we test all our fabrics for that. And so that when you're wearing it for 10 minutes, it looks fantastic. So.
Exactly. Or 3 hours later, you're still feeling good.
And then we try and make sure that we're fitting consistently. We fit on the same models. We have mannequins at the office. We have blocks that we give our suppliers. And we work consistently on those all the time so that that your fit experience when you go into stores, if you take a size 10, you'll be able to take a size 10 all the time.
Oh, I'm here for that because there's inconsistencies sometimes trip you out. But yes, we love it that Woolies really pays attention to those details. Michelle, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks
this
for
is
having
so
me.
informative. And yes, to read denim was
you.
so here for it. Effortlessly classic and versatile. Every day is definitely a good day when wearing Reed denim. Now, of course, you can shop Reed denim at Woolworths. You can go in store if you'd like to fit it on yourself. But like we said, because the size is consistent, you could also make that shop online and even on the app.
So this July, the competition that we've been running with Plascon SA asks you to buy any Plascon product and post a pic of yourself with it on social media. Plus, follow Plascon SA on Facebook and Instagram to win 10,000 Rand, as well as include hashtag Plascon SA in your answer. And let's see who our second winner is. So let me get my mic out. Congratulations to Claudine van Bleek. Look at that. Absolutely incredible. Well done, Claudine. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you.
Anytime. Well done. I mean, I love your picture as well. Selfie game is on point. Sorry, I still got the mic over here. This is great. So, Claudine, what home DIY project are you working on at the moment?
Well, we started a while ago with our entertainment area, and we are moving on now to my dining area and our music room.
That is gorgeous. By the way, you chose stylish lime. I love it in a room. I think it's great contrast. It's a great backing. It also adds an element of nature into your space. Why stylish lime your favorite color?
You know what? I'm a nature girly, so anything green is my favorite. And the stylish lime has that wild oomph color, while also implementing the nature color inside it. So when I walk into the room, it's warm, it's vibrant, and it just makes me happy.
And that's the whole idea. You want your space to be a motivator, a positivity creator, and a stylish lime innovator. I love it. It's beautiful. Claudine, I know that you have now got yourself 10,000 bucks. Do you want to thank Plascon and use this time to just thank them not only for the stylish lime, but for all that money?
Thank you so much, Plascon. You know, it's my husband's birthday and our second year anniversary next week.
Wow.
So this comes at a beautiful time. So thank you, Plascon, for making this possible.
Claudine, thank you very much for entering. Congratulations. Enjoy the 10,000 Rand. And we'll be seeing you very soon, not only with stylish lime, but with some more colors as your DIY journey continues.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having me. Have a great day.
You too, Claudine van Bleek. 10,000 Rand richer. How amazing is that? Remember, the July competition closes tomorrow. That's the 9th of August. So you still need to enter and you still have time to enter. If you missed the steps on how to enter, let's brush up.
Are you a handy hero at home looking for your next project? This is your chance to get started by entering to win 10,000 Rand in cash each week from Plascon South Africa. Buy any Plascon product and post a pic of yourself with your product on social media with hashtag PlasconSA. Make sure you follow Plascon SA on Facebook and Instagram. Competition closes midday Friday, 9th August, so enter now. T's and C's on expressoshow.com.
So the question you might be asking right about now is, how can we continue to make you feel good here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show? I'm going to answer that question with two things, okay? First and foremost, in a little bit, we're going to be teaching you how to make your own lullaby and bedtime story. And friend, it is genuinely something so special. Trust me, you do not want to miss it. And then Salim Kaji, singer, is in the building to talk about Tu Mundo. And I know we're going to be entertained. It is still all about you and making sure we send you into the weekend oh so nicely. And it's a long one. Come on. We want to do it together as an Expresso family. So do stick around, my lovely. But we're going to take a short break and we'll see you after this.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on S3. And friend, I had told you we're going to be learning how to make our very own lullaby today for our little babies. It is something that is so important when we talk about the sleep routine for our young ones. Why? Well, my friend, because their dreams begin to unfold in the golden hour. And this is why we want to learn today from sleep expert Yolandi Becker all about how it is that we can 100% make sure that we are allowing our babies to have the best when it comes to Good Night Baby from Johnson's. Yolandi, how are you?
I am good, of course.
That's good. Yolandi, I love this because we want our babies to be able to sleep.
Yes.
I mean, yes, so that we can also sleep, but we want them to be able to sleep nicely.
Yeah, and I mean, the biggest and most important part of a bedtime is, of course, bonding time. And that's why creating a lullaby is so important, to make it all nice for them and to set them up for the rest of the night.
I love that. And would you say that's why, you know, a bedtime routine is so important as well?
Yeah, it helps to signal any child. And I mean, even if you are an adult, if you're going to be talking to a sleep expert, the first thing they're going to tell you is to implement a bedtime routine.
Yes.
That's not too late, that's not too long. And again, it helps signal your baby that sleep is coming.
I love that. And can you tell me why it is that it's so important to have that lullaby along with the bathing time, you know, just to allow them to, I guess, hopefully have the best sleep? Why is that combination so important?
So, first of all, once we actually bath our babies, that triggers melatonin production. It's like simulating daytime and nighttime. The warmth of the water is like the day, and the coolness of getting out of the water is actually like nighttime. And that temperature change actually signals the melatonin production, and within 30 minutes, they have the most melatonin. Of course, melatonin is the hormone that helps us to sleep.
Yes.
And this is at its peak 30 minutes after the trigger, and that actually helps them to fall asleep.
Oh, my little baby.
Yeah, and it is. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's also so important to have that bonding time, because often this is the only time we get to spend with our children. So it is nice to make it loving, bonding time, a wonderful time. It shouldn't be like, oh, crap, now I have to do bedtime routine again. It should be, oh, it's our wonderful time that we're spending uninterrupted with our children.
I love that. And today we are talking about the importance of the lullaby, of course.
Yes.
So are there any musical elements, you know, or lullabies that genuinely help the most when it comes to allowing our babies to fall asleep? We really love
When we talk about lullabies and anything that you incorporate into your bedtime routine, you do want it to be soothing, but also be realistic. We're talking here about babies and children. So it should also be fun. Soothing is a nice idea, and often we say create this spa-like environment. If you have more than one child, good luck with that.
Yes.
How are you going to be creating a spa-like environment?
Yeah.
It is going to be busy and a lot happening. Incorporate things that they enjoy doing.
Yeah.
And incorporate the lullabies and the music that they enjoy listening to. And if that's Beyonce, go for it.
I love that. Oh, that's me. I'm the baby. Give me Beyonce.
As long as you don't stretch it out too long, that's what's important. You don't want a bedtime routine that's going to be an hour long. Keep it to around 30 minutes long, and then it's wonderful. Like I said, you want it to be fun because this is bonding time.
Beautiful.
Yes.
And Yolandi, what are also, when we talk about, the different senses, what are the benefits of kind of incorporating that into what we're talking about?
Again, I've already spoken about the benefits of the temperature changes and things like that. But the smaller your baby is, you also need to think about the fact that it can be quite stimulating for them, the bedtime routine. So sometimes, especially with newborn babies, they find a bath because all the senses are activated. They find it quite stimulating. You might want to move your bedtime or your bath time to a different time. But during the bedtime routine, as soon as they're 3 months and older, it's really wonderful to have that as part of the bedtime routine. And then also dim the lights a little bit. Don't have the full, maybe have a lamp on. Have, like we already mentioned, have a nice music as part of it. And set the tone for it. It's also fantastic, obviously, to incorporate Johnson's Baby products as part of it, including like a massage. All babies love touch.
Yes.
And it's really wonderful to have the touch. And as you're massaging, you're speaking to them. Again, lots of different senses that's activated.
Beautiful. And Yolandi, I mean, you being the sleep expert that you are, I heard that we're going to make a lullaby together. It's true. Are we making one?
We can try.
Okay, we can try. Okay, where are we starting? What will the lullaby be about?
A sleep, I presume.
Okay, that is a good place. You see, this is why you're the expert and I'm just here asking the questions, all right? Okay.
Yeah.
So should I try and give you one?
Yeah, I would really prefer that.
Okay.
My musical talent ends here.
All right. I will. I'm now going to attempt this, Expresso family. Let's see how we go. Okay, here we go. Here, I would say this is the direction I'm going in. I'm going in.
Are you inspired? Are you channeling
I'm
Beyonce?
channeling. I am channeling Beyonce. Good night, baby boo. Here's some sleep time for you. Good night, baby boo. Here's some sleep time for you.
I mean, that we have to applaud. That's impressive. That's very impressive.
I think I have found a new profession. I'll see you later.
Quit your day. I also, you can quit your day.
Thank you, my Yolandi. Yolandi, thank you so much for coming through. You're incredible.
It's only a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me. And thanks for that beautiful serenade. I'm going to sleep now.
Oh, I love it. While Yolandi sleeps, we are going to go and find out what's happening in Cape Town. And family, come on. You know what? I think you guys can hold the fort down. I'm going to go and, explore this business of writing lullabies and things like that, all right? How does that sound to you guys,
Oh, man, that sounds so good. And your vocals, come on, Zanele, I think you're on the wrong profession, okay? You must go and pursue that lullaby making full force. Well, right now, what we are going to pursue is a juice-tastic time. We're getting into a challenge in our Feel Good Kitchen, all right? With Crush Nectar's flavors, you've got apple, you've got orange, and also mango. And we're about to get into some creative concoctions right here. We've, of course, still got Lubabalo from Taste Master Junior Season 1, and then also Kalwesi from the Expresso Feel Good Morning Show. And they will mix and match these juices to create their own unique drinks in just 2 minutes. The creations will be judged by myself on creativity, flavor, and most importantly, presentation. Because honestly, we eat or drink with our eyes first. And we need to get into this. Can you see what's in front of you? They've added a little bit of everything. I even see yogurt.
That's right.
Okay, we came game face on. What's your poker face?
Lubabalo
It's all
said he's
right.
going to beat me. Carissa, just want to let you know, he says he's going to beat me.
You have to beat him. Because when you come in here, you've got to be a winner by the time you walk away and tell all your friends, I beat Kalwesi at making juice.
Come on.
At making juice. I'm better at Carl making juice. Okay, so we've got lemon, grapefruit. We've also got lime. We've got mint, strawberries, flowers.
Great.
Lots of great flavors of juice. Have you got a game plan?
No.
Have you got a game plan?
No.
Well,
Do you?
No.
Can we just have some fun with this?
I think let the games begin. 2 minutes on the clock is starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Good luck, eh? Good luck. Let me just do something quickly because I think, this is what we're going to do here.
I like the creativity.
There's going to be a lot of that coming through. 'Cause
Oh,
this guy
we've got a blender going over here.
can do a blender as well.
And we've got
some secret
different
tricks here.
juice options. Don't forget about your juices. What I love about these juices in particular,
Yes.
Crush's Nectar Variety Pack, is that it does come in so many different options. So if you're a big family or just want a little bit of snack by yourself, you can get that refreshment really, really quickly.
Oh, already? Okay. 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 Already. I got you. I got you. That's fine.
Are you winning, Libabalo? That ice is not crushing. I think it's... Okay, wait.
That's fine. You can do your thing here.
Let's add
I'm
a
gonna
little
do
bit of liquid
some
to it. I know you want crushed
joie
ice,
de vie.
but I think it's going to
Joie de
help.
vie.
Oh, okay, you got a little bit of crushed
Joie de
ice
vie.
there.
Okay. Lekker. 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 Lekker.
that should be
Lekker. So don't break stuff.
I almost sliced my hand off.
No.
You have 1 minute left on the clock.
Perfect.
I think that was too little liquid.
It's okay, let's just use it like that.
All right. You get a little bit of what you wanted. Okay, there's something. There's something. Carl Wasey is in this. Which flavor did you use? Which flavor of juice did you use?
I used a variety of 2 flavors there, madame.
Okay.
See, I just want to focus because the thing is, Carissa, for you, it's always the best. I want to make sure you have a
that's
good
hot.
time.
Ah!
It's always you. It's just I want to
How
make sure that you get the
sweet.
best. So that's what I'm going to offer you is the best because
Come, we
you,
got to
you
get
are the
moving. We
best.
got to get moving. Couple of seconds
Yeah.
on the clock, little
Some
Balo.
quality over here. I'm going to
10
finish
seconds
off.
left. Everybody's counting you in. You've got the technique going though. Add something, add something, add something, add something, add something. Wait, can I do one thing for you? Let's open the umbrella, at least.
I'm not very good on time.
Ow! Babe, I'm so sorry. I almost poked his eye out. Now I have to make him the winner. Okay, let's put this over here. Sorry, I hope
there you
you're
go.
okay.
It's yours.
Thank you
Enjoy
for
it.
giving me a straw.
There you go.
All
You're
right,
welcome.
that's okay. It adds to the
fine.
experience, you know? We've got 2 juices, actually looking very similar in color,
Yes.
but the viscosity or texture is a little bit different on either end.
That's
so,
right.
Carl C, take center stage. What have I got going here? What have
Okay,
you got
so
going?
what I did for you today is that I used a couple of fantastic products. I started off with a Crusher 40% fruit nectar blend, though. I then beautifully added something fantastic, which is the apple as well, which is the basis of any good juice. I've added some ice to give it texture as well, but then a little bit of the sourness from the lemon I added, and then I decided to add also some strawberry for some more texture in there. So what you want is a rounded flavor, maybe some florals, and then a little sweetness as you bite into the outside rim over there. A little delight for you. That's yogurt that has made that applicable to that beautiful glass. Please enjoy.
Wow, that was fantastic. If it doesn't taste good, that elevator pitch was 10 out of 10. All right, Lubalo, what's going on over here?
Okay, wait, let me call. Okay, so we have got soda water, mango juice, and also, you know, different like pops of color to show my personality because, you know, pop of color. And also we have an umbrella. Shade. Okay, yeah, and that's it.
Okay, well, here's your straw. You can put that in there. Let's try Colway C. Do you have a name for it?
I'm calling it the Carissa because it's so good.
The Carissa, because it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to reserve comments. I'm going to reserve poker face, poker face. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Let's mix that around a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Mm. Mm.
Okay.
Yes.
You know I love you. I just want to say that, and I think you're brilliant. And I think that you're a fantastic baker and so good in the kitchen. But for today, little Balo, I'm going to go with Carl Wasey for our winner.
Come on. Thank you.
I just added something else. There are dimensions to that. I'm going to blame myself because I couldn't even get the blender to work.
Okay.
It's all right. It's both of our fault. But second place is great. You know, if you're an Olympian, you'll still be on the, you call it a podium.
Yes, definitely.
And get your silver. So well done to you and well done to you. He said he told him, and he kind of did. Well, listen, there's so much more when it comes to these delicious juices that we're enjoying here, because these packs are also perfect for kids. I don't know if you knew that, and perfect for kids' lunch boxes in particular, with their easy-to-use push-pull cap, ensuring a spill-free school lunch when it comes to their schooling. Also delicious and refreshing, these packs are sure to keep the whole family energized and satisfied throughout the day. And I feel exactly that. I feel like I can take on the rest of the day. I think I would add more strawberries to mine, though.
You know, no, what I'm doing is actually, I'm going to give you a juice float on top. So what it is just it's an amalgamation of fruit that I'm going to add to the top of it. Just to kind of, sorry man, I don't mean to flex, little Babala. I appreciate you, brother. I do. I appreciate you.
But we're just going to take it to the top.
Carry your crown with pride.
I like that.
Check here, you see the rinds in there?
Okay.
So then you get the contrast, of course. I'm going to put the rind in as well, and then we're going to do a little top for that, just to finish it off, which is great.
Now I have to drink the whole thing.
You have to do that now.
Okay.
So now. And those are the lotto numbers. Great. So there we go. There we go. And just watch that. I want you to just watch how that cascades upon that.
And that's what you
look. I also don't see anything.
That's what you look. That's what you look for there.
Okay, here it is.
You see?
Here's the magic.
And that, so when you drink, you go from the bottom and you go all the way to the top until there we go. It is an experience. It's just for you, and then all the way to the top. And then that pulp is going to cascade down beautifully, giving you vitality, health, wellness, and riches in your future. It's basically a fortune cookie, but also a juice.
I love
There's
that.
so many layers.
One thing to say is that Carissa does indeed taste good.
Oh, yeah.
Delicious.
That's where we're going.
10 out of 10.
Thank you very much. You see, that's...
Well done, y'all. Well, from fun flavors for refreshing sips, Crush Nectar offers something for everyone, as you saw today. And don't forget to mix up your own drinks and share your favorites with your loved ones, as we've done today.
To enjoy every drop of goodness from the freshest fruit full of vitamins. Crush it real good. Clover Crush, your daily goodness. Also in delicious new nectar.
All right, so coming up in the Feel Good Breakfast Show, we still got so much. I mean, I'm enjoying my juice over here. I'm enjoying everything, in fact. But naturally, we've got some performers coming up, which is fantastic. Looking forward to it. Of course, it's going to be beautiful.
Can you give us a little... Now that your throat is
moisturized. Well, Salim Kaji is amazing.
Okay.
So it's going to be for Il Mondo. Il Mondo. And then apparently Carissa went on an experience of note that you need to see. And that's why you're sticking with us. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show, where we juice out all of the entertainment for you.
Beat even the most stubborn cough with tartrazine-free Expresso cough syrup, effectively relieving congestion by loosening phlegm to let you breathe more freely. Better still, 2 lucky Expresso viewers each stand the chance to win 4,000 Rand cash by answering the questions on the Expresso competition post on Expresso's social media pages, using hashtag @OTCWinter in your answer. Competition closes 16th August. T's and C's on expressoshow.com.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Expresso family, I must tell you one thing I love about you, ne? is the fact that when we ask you to jump onto the social media streets, you do exactly that, and you use the right hashtag Expresso Show. And this is why this morning we were able to have the conversation all about what it is that makes us think of our parents when it comes to music. And we got a couple of people who came through with such beautiful reasons as to why as well. Tokozani TK Piri says, good morning, fam. Hero by Mariah Carey was my daddy's favorite. Every Sunday after church, he'll put on the music and repeat this song maybe 3 times. I miss you, old man, and you'll always be my hero. Keep resting, my king. Oh, my love, may he continue to rest in peace. We got another one from Irene Mitchell who says, good morning, Expresso team. Anything from John Denver and Engelbert Humperdinck. My dad would play these tunes and we as a family would sing along, even if we didn't know all the words at the time. Awesome memories. That's the best. When you don't know the songs, you have to make them up yourself. It's the best, my babes. Melanie Naidu says, Celine Dion, goodbye, my late mom's favorite song. Oh, man. I think this was such a beautiful way for us to remember our parents, but also just tapping into those memories that genuinely make our hearts warm. Keep them coming. Hashtag Expresso Show. What song makes you think of your parents and why? For now, though, we need to take care of business. It's the top of the hour. Carissa standing by with the news headlines.
Thank you so much, Zanele. Let's check in with that news for the final time this morning. And we start off with some national news where Correctional Services Minister Pieter Groenewald has intervened in the transfer of George Thomas, the notorious leader of the 28th prison gang, to Haldestroom Prison in the Western Cape. This decision follows an outcry from community leaders concerned about the high risk Thomas's presence may pose to local communities. Thomas, who is serving a minimum of 175 years for over 50 charges, including 7 counts of murder and 3 counts of attempted murder, has been redirected to an alternative maximum security facility. President Cyril Ramaphosa will host the leaders of the G20 nations again next year. The G20, comprising the world's largest economies, meets to coordinate global policy. Launched in 1999 with 19 countries, the African Union joined as a full member in 2023. South Africa has been a member since the group's inception. This will be Ramaphosa's second major meeting, following his successful hosting of the BRICS summit last year. Now, the president added that Pretoria will use the summit to showcase South Africa's strengths and advocate for the country's interests. Moving on to international news, Niger has cut diplomatic ties with Ukraine. Niger's military government said it made the move in solidarity with neighboring Mali, who severed their own relations with Ukraine 2 days ago. Now, both countries cited comments by a Ukrainian military official who suggested Kiev played a role in the killing of dozens of Malian soldiers last month. Ukraine's foreign ministry has not yet commented on Niger's decision to sever diplomatic ties, but called Mali's decision short-sighted and hasty. Bangladeshi economist and Nobel Prize winner Muhammad Yunus has called for calm and urged for elections in Bangladesh after agreeing to lead an interim government. Yunus, who was in Paris for medical treatment, was appointed chief advisor on Tuesday following the resignation and departure of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. The Peace Laureate was appointed by the President of Bangladesh after discussions with student leaders and military chiefs. Yunus emphasized the need to quickly restore trust in the government. Now we close off news at this hour with this one, where the Posberg section of the West Coast National Park has burst into bloom for the spring season, drawing flower enthusiasts eager for a vibrant display after a cold, wet winter. While Namaqualand and Nieuwoudtville are renowned for their spring blooms, the West Coast National Park, a little more than an hour's drive from Cape Town, offers a closer floral spectacle. The Posberg section is a floral hotspot, open only in August and September. Now, the visitors can enjoy a scenic drive through fields of wildflowers and breathtaking views of the Langebaan Lagoon, while the Atlantic shoreline at Plukkies Bay is perfect for a picnic. The new Spring Flowers Guide, available at the gate, aids in identifying the diverse flora, supporting Sandpark's honorary range projects. A beautiful way to close things off this morning. Now let's head into your sports. Here's Carl.
Let's wrap up the sport and your feel-good breakfast show, starting with cricket. Before we delve into the Olympic stuff, an update on the Proteas test in the West Indies just yesterday as rain brought an early wrap. However, the 15 overs bowled could be significant as Aiden Markram fouled to Jason Holder for just 9 of 34 balls to lead the Proteas on 45 for 1. Positive that Tony DeZorzi is going to start today on 32 and Tristan Stubbs on 2, but we'll have to keep an eye on the weather for that particular matchup. Now on to Olympics, getting back to Paris now with an epic 400-meter duel that provided yet another incredible finale for the 69,000 trackside and hundreds of millions worldwide. The margin this time was 0.04 of a second as American Quincy Hall hit yet another PB of 43.40 seconds, outdipping Brit and fastest man this year, Matthew Hudson-Smith, for gold. Zambia's Muzala Zamakonga taking the bronze in that fixture. Amazing stuff. Now Team South Africa, a positive start for Ashley Bohia in the golf, ending round 1 on a 4 under 68 and second on the leaderboard. We're going to watch out as well for Brian Raatz, who pulled off a 2.24 meter jump to move through qualification for the high jump. Johan van Dijk qualified for the javelin final with a PB of 64.22 meters, and Hamish Lovemore powered into the semis of the men's 1,000 meter kayak, and Edmund Duplessis stormed into the next round of the 800 meter. A few milestones yesterday to note. As mentioned, Quincy Hall claiming the 4th fastest one-lap ever. Morocco's Sofiane Al-Bakali reigning supreme as the king of the steeplechase, and now only the 3rd Arab to win double Olympic gold. And Nina Kennedy continuing Australia's run, earning their first ever women's pole vault gold. Now let's see day 12's net results in our medals tally. Here's the scoreboard for you. America surging ahead on 94 medals, China on 65, and let's hope Team SA can add to their medal tally sometime today. 4x100 meter to look forward to, so let's get behind Team South Africa. That's it for your sport and your Feel Good Breakfast show. Let's get you to work. Here's traffic with Carissa.
Thank you so much, Carl. Yes, let's see what your roads are doing. And we're in Gauteng and Centurion, where delays are being experienced on the N1 southbound between Olifantsfontein and Brakfontein interchange. Maintain a safe following distance and please drive carefully. We move over to the mother city in Cape Town at the foreshore. There is back-to-back traffic on the N1 inbound at Lower Church. Do expect delays and allow for some added travel time. That wraps up your roads. Let's have a look at your weather. Checking in with your weather for the final time this morning, where the South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for disruptive rain in the southwestern parts of the Western Cape. Several warnings for heavy winds have also been issued. Damaging interior winds are expected in the southern parts of Namakwa District, in the Northern Cape and areas of the Western Cape, Northwest and Southern Free State. Additionally, damaging winds and waves will make sea navigation difficult between Lambert's Bay and Cape Agulhas. Now, the central parts of the country face extremely high fire danger conditions. And lastly, take heed to this. A heat wave with high temperatures is expected over parts of the Eastern Cape, while parts of the Northern and Western Cape can expect very cold conditions. Let's have a look at that final sunrise view of the hour. And this one from Johannesburg has been sent through from Tony. Looks like there's some farmland in the background there. I love how this picture has been curated and put together so beautifully. It also looks like the skies are sunny out there, Tony. I hope you have a blessed and beautiful rest of your Thursday or Klein Vrydag. According to you, I mean, the weekend has begun. You can continue sharing your morning views with us on 0634088863. We look forward to that as we look at them on Women's Day tomorrow. For now, though, let's have a final look at your temperatures.
Oh, Uppington doing it again, hey? Hello,
I wish
Summer.
I was there.
Right.
Ooh. Get some of that sunshine. Well, listen, let's bring some sunshine into your day because showcase your disky skills by playing Sports Take Fixture List 762 for an estimated jackpot of over 1.2 million rand this Thursday. That's crazy.
Just for knowing the sport. Well, the fixture list is going to close for you at about 7:30. And don't get left behind for this. Remember, the fixture list also includes an epic battle in the Europa League, third round qualifying between Panathinaikos and Ajax. So that's going to be fantastic. So play Sports Take 8 now in store on the National Lottery website. That's nationallottery.co.za or the mobile app for your chance to hashtag the Inja Yake.
Oh, I like the way you say that.
You're welcome.
We've still got so much coming your way on your Feel Good Breakfast show. I know that Carl was flexing his vocals and juicing skills earlier, but we've actually got a professional to do it here, not you.
Thank you.
Don't give him a mic.
No,
He'll
please
never
don't.
stop.
No, please don't do that. We've got a pro here.
We do.
Salim KG is here, and this is going to be fantastic. So Salim is here, aka Salim Dion, he told me. So that's going to be fantastic.
And he sounds just as good, I can assure you.
I'm just saying, phenomenal, actually. And then, didn't you go somewhere?
I went somewhere very special. Can I tell you that this is possibly the highlight of my 2024? And I want you to see what I embraced and enjoyed and experienced in Polokwane. It's got so much to offer, so don't go anywhere. We are your Feel Good Breakfast show, and we want you to come back. So we'll see you after this.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast show. I told you to not go anywhere, and it's so good to still have you in our midst because I want you to imagine this.
Yep.
Prepare to transport yourself to an era where timeless melodies just reign supreme and memories of the last century come alive through the enchanting performance by the talented Salim KG at the Il Mondo concert taking place at the Peter Torin's Monte Cassino Theatre this weekend, the 10th and 11th of August 2024.
You can just tell that this is going to be phenomenal.
Yes.
It's going to be incredible. So you need to sing the name, Salim Kaji. It's very, very important. You have to say it. Salim, let me go. There we go. Welcome, man.
Thanks very much.
So
you make it sound so amazing. Thank you.
It is amazing.
You're
what
amazing.
You do.
Yeah.
And please, are you going to take him as a backup singer? How did he do?
One song, just the one.
We're going to have to audition you.
That was his audition.
Sure.
Oh, man.
Lee, thank you so much for being here on your Feel Good Breakfast show, and I know you're going to make us feel even better. I want to talk through your journey of music, because I think what you do is very particular, and like we said, it is a timeless sound, kind of borrowing from the old, bringing it into the new. So why that choice, and where did your love for this begin?
Oh, man. You know, I think music genres actually choose the singer sometimes. I actually started off wanting to sing pop, to sing like Michael Jackson and George Michael. That's what I grew up with.
Yes.
But somehow my paths crossed with an opera teacher, a retired opera teacher, and she just said, you know, if you learn this technique, it will make your voice strong, and you can sing anything you want.
Sure.
And she persevered, and she just kept on with me through training over many, many years, and my voice grew stronger. I started doing musical theatre. I signed a record deal in this classic pop. So it's not classic music and it's not pop. It's, as you say, it's kind of somewhere in between. Yeah.
I mean, do you still do a Michael Jackson every now and
No,
then? Karaoke?
no,
You don't
no.
flex your
No,
skills there.
it would be nice to hear you sing. But I feel like in this style, you know,
Yeah.
one of your favorites.
Yeah.
In this style.
I won't do it justice, though.
Oh, but it will be unique. It will be so.
It will,
good.
it will.
But just in terms of choosing this genre, and I'm not really a fan of that word. I think that if you have a message, say the message.
Right.
Doesn't matter the packaging. You
Yes.
know, and that's what's beautiful about music. It connects us.
Yeah.
We find too many barriers. You know, oh, you do hip hop, you do pop, and you do classical pop. What's that? I think we all together in music. So.
Yeah.
Where's it taken you? Where's some of the favorite places that you've been on stage to just celebrate this beautiful thing that you do?
Gee, I've sang the South African anthem in Perth, Australia.
Wow.
They flew me out for 1 weekend. It was a huge, huge honor. They put me on a fancy hotel, escorted me into the
Come
stadium.
on now. This is the life.
54,000 people, millions of people watching on live television. A lot was resting on my shoulders to
Deliver.
inspire the Springbok team.
Yeah.
But we lost so badly.
That wasn't you. That wasn't you.
No, but now
Is that
what's
what-
happening
did they call you
is they're
back?
using me for all the foreign anthems. I'm singing the Welsh, and I have sung the Welsh, and I'm singing the New Zealand anthem next month.
Hold on, can I
Not
just
the
ask you
New
something?
Zealand anthem.
Are they calling you in so that the team that you sing for lose?
Exactly. That's the.
It's the magic touch.
that is. They picked up on this.
You found a niche. Can I just say
exactly.
that?
It's a lot of money in what you do,
Exactly.
brother. I mean,
Exactly.
Rassi needs to call you directly. That's what I'm saying.
Wow. Wait,
No,
how
well
was
done.
that pressure though? Do you feel it?
I think I go into a zone when performing, and it's quite technical. So you
Yes.
walk up to a certain mark, and in your ear say, "Okay, music's going to start now. Start
Yeah.
singing." So, and I think the bigger the audience,
Yeah.
kind of the easier it is to perform.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, because small movements they don't see because it's
That's
so
true.
vast. So
Yeah.
you
So
can
if
pick
you're
your
shaking,
nose
it's
and
okay.
no one will see.
Oh, I love
That's
that.
great, man.
So
Well
would you
done.
say New Zealand is on the top of your list?
I also performed in the United States, just outside New York, in a big classic pop orchestra concert with some of the best singers in the world, and open air, 5,000 people, and that was just amazing experience. So.
Yeah. I know it's hard to say, but do you prefer the bigger crowds or the more
I do
intimate
prefer bigger
performances?
crowds. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, speaking about bigger crowds, I mean, this weekend you're out at Monte Casino.
Yeah.
I don't know why you left Cape Town behind, but we'll talk about that. You've got 2 incredible shows coming your way. They can enjoy you for now. Tell me more about it. Where can we buy tickets and support you?
Tickets are available at Web Tickets. So it's this Saturday and Sunday, 10th and 11th, Monte Casino, and the show is called Il Mondo.
Yeah. What is it about? Tell us more.
Well, you know what? I was performing on a cruise ship a few years ago, and in fact, I called the show Il Mondo on the cruise ship, and I walked out and I saw this Italian man playing these beautiful songs, and I really liked it. And I said, hey, I just come to the theatre having performed my own show Il Mondo. And he says, oh, thank you very much. And I said, what do you mean, thank you very much? And it turns out he is the son of the father who wrote Il Mondo. And I thought, what are the chances of us both being on the same...
Meant to be.
You know, in the middle of the ocean, middle of nowhere, and a
It's
wonderful
a divine
guy.
moment.
And he goes on to tell me in his Italian accent, he says, I say thank you very much, because when you sing the song Il Mondo, my family and me, we make the money. So, a wonderful guy. We hang out in Cape Town, and it's such a... And I have all these experiences through performing and meeting different people throughout my life. So when I'm really old one day, I can look back and it will still fulfill me. So,
Wow.
yeah. So these are the stories that I tell in the show.
This is great, man.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Cape Town.
You're from Cape Town?
Yeah.
So you don't have a show in Cape Town, but you're from Cape Town. I back to Rissa on this, sorry. Monte Casino.
Yeah.
So you are going to come to Cape Town. You know, now that you know there's a hunger for it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You're going to come through?
Yes, that's a yes.
Is that a yes?
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
I can tell you
We'll get here. I'll get back here.
Yes.
This is fantastic. In which area are you from? It's also on a...
Southern suburbs.
Oh, he's a
How
southern
southern?
boy.
Tell me.
Deep.
Deep river.
Not, yeah, deep river, yeah.
Deep river. Well, that's why your voice is so deep. This makes sense, and it flows like a river. There's some people live in an area where you just, you know... Thank you, you're most welcome. But we cannot wait to hear Il Mondo. Of course, if you are up in Joburg, of course, Monte Casino, go and visit. If you're in Cape Town, nothing for you yet. But don't worry.
Yet's the operative word.
Yet.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's happening soon. Grab your tickets, support this incredible artist, and we want a little taster. Do you mind going to perform something for us, if you don't mind?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's
Please
good.
take it away.
Please do. This is going to be amazing. Salim Kaji is here to give you a beautiful piece of Il Mondo. Monte Casino is the place to go to see this. It's going to be
I'm
fantastic,
excited
right?
for you, honestly. I wish that I could transport myself. But for now, we'll transport you into what could be your weekend. Take it away.
I'm Salim Kaji. This is the song called Hey.
Hey, it's wonderful to see you once again, to see your smile and hear you call my name. There's so much to say. Hey, it is an accidental that we met. Your love is something that I can't forget. So I wander your way. Hey, if one of us won't try to dry the tears, tomorrow is a world of yesteryears. Let us live for today. Hey, although we played the game of love and lost, I wouldn't change a single dream, because if you lose, you must pay. Ya ves, tú nunca habías querido, ya lo ves, y nunca he sido tuya, ya lo sé, pues solo poco yo sé querer. Ya ves, de que te vaya ahora a presumir, ahora que no estoy junto a ti, que las dejas de mí. Hey, don't let me spend another day alone. Remember all the happiness we've known. Let's relive yesterday. Hey, we've known the world of loneliness and pain. We'll never make the same mistakes again. If only you'll stay. Ya ves, tú nunca habías querido, ya lo ves, que nunca he sido tuya, ya lo sé, pues solo por tu yo sé querer. Ya ves, tú nunca habías querido, ya lo ves, que nunca he sido tuya, ya lo sé, pues solo por orgullo se quiere. Ya ves, de que te vaya ahora a presumir, ahora que no estoy junto a ti, que les dirás de mí. Hey.
Yes!
I
That was
love-
just a taste. Can you
Is that
imagine?
Julio Iglesias, honestly, what a legend. Also, quick fact, used to play for Real Madrid. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? Because Ariskia's docuseries is on tonight. We're going to give you a little detailed analysis as to what to watch on that. And then apparently somebody went for an adventure.
I did. I know you're so jealous,
I
Carl.
am so jealous.
Because I got to do some really cool things, but the only way that you're going to see this is if you stick around on your Feel Good Breakfast show. So please don't go anywhere. I'd suggest you grab something warm and then come back after this.
Yes,
okay?
please.
We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso here on S3. Now, Afrikaans radio station RS here are hosting an audio documentary series of 13 episodes each. The aim of these documentaries is to create social awareness regarding current topics, milestones, forgotten communities and people, as well as important literary figures as well. It's going to be incredible. The documentary series is going to be airing this evening, so Thursday nights, 8 o'clock, only on RS here.
Oh, I love that. And this week's episode in particular is a women-focused topic, of course. It is all about the visnet makers van die Weskus, the fishnet makers of the West Coast, in case you didn't get that, produced by the seasoned documentary maker Lazelle de Bruin, who has a passion for uncovering the heart and also the soul of communities all around the world. Let's get into it.
Die visnet makers van die Weskus. It just sounds magical, man. The fishnet makers of the West Coast delves into the lives of the artisans whose skills and dedication have not only sustained their livelihoods, but have also preserved a tradition that has been passed down through so many generations.
Oh, and I love that storytelling. It's so important to go from generation to generation. Yeah. And it's more than just making fishnets, right? Because these talented individuals create their own intricate nets, as you can see. It's a skill that requires precision and patience, and also an intimate understanding of the sea.
Now, obviously, every occupation has challenges, and the word is rapidly changing. The world is, in fact. But let's talk about unwavering spirit that keeps their craft alive, and the enduring strength of human connection, and the timeless beauty of a craft that has stood the test of time.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's so important for, you mentioned it, the storytelling,
Yes.
because these communities, they are still creating these nets.
Yes.
But if you think about those communities, what about them is giving them that feeling of home. It's that craft, that working with your hands. And I think that's great, because not only is it a craft and an art, actually.
It's an art, for sure.
It's sustaining the community on a sustenance level as well, which is beautiful.
It's ticking all the boxes. And let me tell you that who else is going to teach you how to actually physically make a net?
Yeah.
It is passed from generation to generation. I feel like we're losing those tactile skills. You know what I mean? We're on our phones all the time.
Yeah.
So it's so good to see that, yes, this is sustainable. It also is something that's generational and can be passed down for many years to come.
It's great. AI can't make that net, just letting you know. And it's going to be net lekker. All this and more on tonight's audio documentary, only on RSG, 8 p.m. Visit rsg.co.za for more info.
Oh, I love that. Well, speaking about people doing the most, I did the absolute most. I visited something really, really cool, explored the beautiful world of Polokwane out in Limpopo. It was so incredibly good. And I can't wait for you to see this, because it's tranquility, but it's also adventure. And to me, that makes the perfect holiday.
Oh, this is going to be beautiful, honestly. I think it's going to be great. So, did you stay in a good place, though?
I stayed at the best place. Take me back, please. It was the Protea Hotel by Marriott Polokwane Ranch Resort. And when I tell you it's a resort, it surely was. I got to really swap out the city life for something that was just incredible. A safari adventure. My staycation was one for the books. Please, I've spoken about it enough. You actually have to see what I experienced. Beyond the city, there is a world where the rhythm of life slows down. Now, I invite you to explore this hidden gem of Polokwane along with me. I'm talking about none other than the Protea Hotel by Marriott Polokwane Ranch Resort.
So this is the room key.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
You have a lovely stay with us.
Oh, it's already started off good, so let's go. Thank you, ladies. Only the best for the best. Ooh, talk about presidential treatment. It definitely screams a little bit of luxury and me just enjoying myself on holiday. What I love about this space is that it feels like an elevated home away from home. Look at the room. It feels grown, it feels luxurious, and it definitely just feels like I'm being taken care of. But wait, there's more. Can you imagine just enjoying some winter sun out here? Wow. I'm telling you right now, if you look up the word resort in the dictionary, you're gonna find this place front and center, because that's exactly what it feels like, what it is, an absolute holiday destination, a vacationer's dream. As soon as I walked onto the property and was greeted by smiles, I knew that I was gonna have a fantastic time. Let's get into things first, John, why should guests come to this hotel?
We're in a perfect location, good scenarios, good views, and obviously we're out of town.
where, I mean, when you travel out, I mean, there's no disturbance. You're out of the busyness of the city. So it's like a property that gives you peace of mind, where you just want to relax.
What do you have planned for my stay today?
There is a game drive that you're going to happen. You're going to do a horse riding. And then lastly, you're going to meet Paul playing a foot golf with you.
When I heard that horseback safari was on offer, it was the easiest yes I've ever said. Let's hope and cross fingers that we'll see some animals today. Wow, this horse has caught my eye. What is her name?
The name of this horse is Lyric.
I have to ask you though, Beatrice, is this safe?
This is 100% safe because these horses have been doing it like for years, and like they're used to other animals and people hopping on them, like going on horseback safari. So yeah, it's more than safe.
What are those?
Those are imbalas.
Wow. Good morning. I think I see a giraffe. Is that a giraffe or a tree?
That's a giraffe.
So a highlight moment for me during the safari tour was definitely being on a horse, being up close and personal with giraffes. Giraffes are one of my favorite animals. I just think they're so majestic. And so being that close where we could almost touch them just really was such a beautiful moment that I will never forget. Wow, coming off of that horseback safari, I think it's going to be pretty hard to top that, but let's see how well Joseph can do.
Hi, Carissa. I heard that you enjoyed the horse riding, but I've got a surprise for you that's going to blow your mind away on a game drive. You're welcome on board. All the way out.
The morning has been so wonderful so far. I can't even imagine how we're going to top this. I've seen the horses, I've seen the giraffes. Let's get into the game drive. Joseph, I see what you mean when you said you were going to top the horseback riding. I mean, look at this.
Yeah, I told you I got something that's going to blow your mind. And I've got the first drive over there, which is Jane, the first drive of Matlatsi. We have Naomi, we got Mimi, and the white one over there is J-Lo. So normally, Jane, she gets jealous when Matlatsi is with the rest of the family.
I'm not going to lie, one of Mhlatsi's wifeys, Naomi, got me a little bit nervous because she had a stare-down contest. She probably thought that, you know, I was a little bit intimidating, but I made sure that I kept eye contact as well because Joseph told us the rules when we go into the cat park, what we should and shouldn't do. And he also said when the tail starts wagging, that's time to go. I was expecting golf sticks on a golf course. Paul, you've given me a ball.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit of a, you know, variation on golf. So it's probably one of the most, you know, the fastest growing sports in the country. It's called foot golf. It works exactly like golf, just that you need to have the skill of a soccer player to get the ball in the hole in as many shots as you would be doing on a golf course. Oh yeah, so that's a bushbuck female. It's one of the supporters that you'll find on the golf course. And fortunately for us, there's nobody yet to criticize.
That's the kind of support I need.
Hey, okay, go. Go. Go.
Keep going, keep going. I'm failing at this sport that I thought maybe I could have an opportunity. It's going into a hole.
Go.
Yes, your victory dance. Oh, no. Paul, help me out.
Not supposed to be kicking at me. You're supposed to be aiming at the hole.
Yay! Woo! All right, Paul, that's it. I got to ask you one question. How did I do?
Well, look, I think your ancestors will be smiling at you.
That's good. That's good. At least I impressed somebody. Well, I've worked up quite the appetite, as you saw, under Polokwane's beautiful sun. And right now, we're about to do something for the books. As Chef Dan and I are going to team up together to create a dinner extravaganza.
Chef Daniel.
Good to meet
Here's
you.
your apron for the evening. You're
Thank you
going
so
to be
much.
making your own dinner.
Okay, let's get professional.
So let's get on to it. You are going to be doing a Chateaubriand, which is a 500-gram piece of beef fillet from the top end of the beef. You're going to heat the pan up. We're going to add the butter and the olive oil. The garlic and the onions, we're going to fry it off. A teaspoon of the English mustard. We're then going to add this beautiful aged beef fillet into the pan. Fry that up with the spices and the herbs. We're then going to flambe it with the whiskey. steering all their beautiful spices in and the beef fillet. So we flame that, and we make sure you can just take the pan, and we must make sure all the flames die down to burn all the alcohol off. Let's finish the dish. Red wine sauce, you can add that to the pan just around the beef fillet. Beautiful, look at that. Look at the sauce coming together. That's perfect.
The colours are amazing.
And shuffle the pan around, just trying to get that's right, perfect. I'm just going to turn the beef fillet over. Look at that, just coating the sauce. That's nice. Now I'm just going to ask you to take the beef fillet out onto the chopping board.
Yes, chef. Wow, this is as good as you can imagine it to be. The way the flavors are just coming together, the depth of the red wine that meets the creaminess of the butter and the fragrant garlic. It is just incredible. A 10 out of 10 meal. I'm gonna go in for some more. Sometimes the most beautiful places are just beyond the boundaries of what we know. And I have a feeling that you're gonna wanna experience this firsthand. Put this down as your next holiday destination. I told you.
It looks so
I told you. Honestly, a highlight of this year. Those giraffes, they're my favorite animal. I've got it tattooed on my body, so like you know it's real.
So cool. Did you flambe?
I flambéed.
Oh, you are now flambe.
My hair almost, okay. I was going to say my hair almost went up in flames, but I'm going to take that. I am flambe.
Flambe. Well, explore a new destination with a staycation that ticks all the boxes,
Yes,
as
it
you
does.
can see, and sign up as a Bonvoy member today. And you can do that on Marriott.com to get planning.
Beautiful. And please do that ASAP because, I mean, you saw the great time I had and I want that for you too. But listen, on your Feel Good Breakfast show, in the interim, we've got you covered with some really great entertainment because our wonderful guy from the deep south to the world is here to perform once again. Salim KG, can't wait to get into yet another one of his songs. And Zanele has got you covered.
Now, today, my friend, I'm reading up about something that I absolutely love, yeah? Which is where we can make the families in South Africa have a little bit of an easier time. Because moms and dads, we know whether it is a vacation or perhaps schooling or whatever it is, it can become expensive. But this is it. Look. When today we talk about ABSA and what it is that they have in store for us, we're going to be telling you about it in a little bit. So you need to make sure you stick around. And I also tell you this, we're going to be mixing banking with cooking. How exactly? You got to stick around. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back after this.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3. And my lovely, I mentioned to you about how we were getting into mixing banking with cooking. Now, I know, parents, life can be expensive, especially when you take care of the whole family, which is why today I'm so excited for us to be able to have this conversation about ABSA's ultimate family banking benefit. And tell me this, you know, when you look around at the economy, it is one that is squeezing us a little bit. But no, ABSA said, you in fact have a way out, and there is a way for you to still win. And this is why when you look at the benefits that come with it, it is all about how your spouse gets a free bank account, so do your kids. And on top of that, there's other benefits that the incredible Jean van Rooyen is going to be speaking to us about. He's the head of pricing at ABSA Everyday Banking. And today, I do tell you, you're about to be informed, but also we're going to be cooking up a storm with Chef Mahlatse Mate, who is here to show us how to make a delicious meal on a budget. Hello, you two. How are you?
Hello, Zanele.
Are you good?
Very well, thanks. How are
That's good. I'm good, thank you. So, Chef, let's start with you because we need to get these pots going, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What are we making on a budget today?
So today we're going to make a egg fried rice.
Yes.
It's on a budget, quick leftover rice and some eggs. And you can also add in protein, so you can add in some chicken or some steak and stuff like that. So this is from leftovers and stuff you would normally have in your kitchen.
I love that.
Yeah.
And you know what? That rice, it always gets left over.
It does.
Yeah, it's
it
fine.
does. So just keep it in the fridge and you can use it for your egg fried rice.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I love about ABSA, though, is the fact that you're making sure, Jean, that people aren't left behind, that everybody can come along for the ride. So speak to us about the benefits of ABSA's Ultimate Banking Family Benefit.
Yeah, 100%. Thanks, Zanele. So Ultimate Banking offers a distinct set of family benefits, which is unrivaled in the market at the moment. Some of the key benefits specifically for family include 0 monthly fees for your spouse, free bank accounts for your children, as well as those students in your household. And we also offer student loans at Prime, which is an extremely competitive interest rate to go and do your studies with. And then in addition to that, we also include 100,000 rands worth of free life cover in Ultimate Banking for those unforeseen events. Unrivaled in the market, great family benefits.
And I think I heard about the free will drafting as well.
100%, yeah. We also include free will drafting as part of our offer.
That is incredible. But John, now talk to me about this. You know, how is it that you guys manage to always just stand out and be better than your competitors? But more than anything else, how does this specific package speak to the market and show everyone how, in fact, it's unique?
Yeah. So with Ultimate Banking, we set ourselves a goal to create an offer which offers you the best value for money in South Africa at the most competitive price.
Yes.
So it was quite deliberate in making sure we can give our customers best value for money.
Yeah.
Now, I can say so far already that we're the only offer right now that still offers a free bundled credit card along with your free day-to-day banking. For only 98 rands a month.
I love
a
that.
gold credit card.
Yeah.
And some of the other benefits that we also include in Ultimate Banking includes, well, like I said already, an extremely competitive monthly fee, 98 rand a month.
Yes.
Which we waive if you can afford to maintain a positive balance throughout the entire month, which means you bank for free.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
Now, in addition to that, what Ultimate Banking also comes with is a free balance booster for unexpected expenses. So 0 monthly fees. You know, in case you need it, we allow you to dip into it.
Wow.
As well as a free savings pocket with an extremely competitive interest rate, 7.1%. So, you know, all those, save for holidays and those sorts of things, you know, you just put your money aside, earn a competitive interest rate on that. And then in addition to that, obviously, free digital and ATM transactions included as part of your bundle.
I love that.
So for your day-to-day banking as well as your everyday banking needs are covered end to end.
Yes, and Jean, I feel like your interest rates, they're so interesting because everybody else, you know, tries to go for the lower interest rates when they're looking at what they're giving to the customer. But you guys always trying to go as high as possible, even giving it to us at Prime, which I absolutely love. But Mahlatse, I see as we've piqued your interest.
Yeah.
Yes.
I need that bank account for myself.
Right,
Yes,
exactly.
I do.
And Mahlatse, just tell us what you're doing there while we jump on into some more banking.
So I've added in my egg, which I fried on the side, and my mixed vegetables, and I'm going to add in my rice and just let that cook in, and then I'm going to add in soy sauce, seasoning, and then that's done.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to get more into our budget-friendly meal, but I want to talk about the advantages of what it is that ABSA gives to its Ultimate Banking customers. What is that exactly?
Well, one of the key advantages you get is obviously access to our free ABSA rewards program. And it's an absolute no-brainer.
Yeah.
We will pay you up to 30% on your day-to-day purchases cashback from our rewards partners, which includes categories like groceries from Food Lovers Market as well as Woolworths, fuel from Sasol, as well as beauty products from Dis-Chem.
Yes.
So, and all of this at no cost. We pay you to come and spend your card with us.
I like that because I like spending money. So I like to be rewarded for it as well. But then, Jean, I also want us to get into those premium experiences that come with being a part of the ABSA family and particularly being part of Ultimate Banking. How does it enhance customer satisfaction?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the benefits that we include in Ultimate Banking is free travel insurance. So depending on the Ultimate Banking offer you choose, you can get up to 3 million rands worth of free travel insurance, as well as free airport lounge access. So not only is your travel experience safe and secure, you've got peace of mind that you're covered.
Yes.
You also get the luxury of luxurious airport lounge visits when you travel abroad. Or even domestically.
I love that. Jean, I feel like you guys have put together such a beautiful package, something that works for all South Africans and also allows us to have that premium experience with you guys in terms of banking. So that's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And at such a competitive price. So encourage you to give us a ring so we can open one for you immediately.
Yes, please. And family is speaking to you as well. Give ABSA a ring, and just like that, you could be part of all of these incredible things that you just heard about, where it really benefits you at the end of the day. But Mahlatsi, we are getting into this beautiful budget meal that you have for us.
Yes.
I love me some soy sauce.
I love soy sauce. I could drink it.
Yes. I love this. And how much would you say, Mahlatsi, this costs actually, this specific meal?
I would say it costs about, okay, considering the soy sauce,
yes,
I would say it costs about 150 rand.
Yes. And that can feed a family.
It can feed a family.
Yes.
You can add some protein in there, as I said, maybe add like a nice side to it. And yeah, it could feed a family.
Beautiful.
Family of 4 could easily eat this.
I love this. Let's get to tasting. Jean, would you...
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Thank you.
Please, grab one. I love this. Anything to do with food, I'm there. Dive right in there, Jean. Let's taste this budget-friendly meal.
Oh, delicious.
Well
done.
Thank you. How nice.
It tastes like it came from a restaurant.
Exactly.
Are you opening a restaurant soon, Mahlatsi?
I should, actually.
Jean can help you out with that.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just said this is 150 rand to make.
Yes, or even less, to be honest.
Okay,
Because
that's,
considering that a lot of it will be leftovers and stuff that you have in the fridge.
Yes.
Yeah, consider the only thing that would be pricey, obviously, is the soy sauce, but everything else, cheap.
Absolutely delicious. Oh, and from delicious food to delicious prices and interest rates, thank you so much, you two. I think you have made our mornings that much better because now we're in the know of how we can also have that incredible experience. And thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, my word. Beautiful Expresso family, you know we always put you on, particularly with the likes of our ABSA family. They love it when you, in fact, the customer, are shown that your story does indeed matter. And this is what it is about. So this is why here is a little bit of a reminder for you that when you actually join ABSA Rewards, you can get up to 30% cash back in terms of you literally just spending your money on fuel, on food, and so many other things, which you already do, which is so great because it just integrates right into your life and makes it that much better with ABSA. And this is why you need to stick around always because we hear about it more and more right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
There are stories of believers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
That was yum.
That
That was
was so
really, really
good.
yum. Also, offering yumness, absolutely amazing, a lot like our performer.
Yes, now we're still hanging out with the super talented Salim Kaji, and he is going to give us something so good. Talking about feel good, he's got a feel good sound coming your way, so please take front and center stage.
Hi, I'm Salim Kaji, and this is the song called She.
She may be the face I can't forget, a trace of pleasure or regret, maybe my treasure or the price I have to pay. She may be the song that summer sings, maybe the chill that autumn brings, maybe 100 different things within the measure of a day. She may be the beauty or reflected in a stream. She may not be what she seems inside her shell. She who always seems so happy in a crowd, whose eyes can be so private and so proud, no one's allowed to see them when they cry. She may be the love that cannot hope to last, may come to me from shadows of the past that I remember till the day I die. She may be the reason I survive, the why and wherefore I'm alive, the one I'll care for through the rough and ready years. Me, I'll take her laughter and her tears and make them all my souvenirs. From where she goes, I've got to be. The meaning of my life is she.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show for the final time this morning. And we have to remind you to showcase your disky skills by playing Sportsstake 8 fixture list 762 for an estimated jackpot of over 1.2 million rand this Thursday.
The fixture list closes at 7:30 p.m. sharp, so don't get left behind. Play Sportsstake 8 now in store on the nationallottery.co.za website or the mobile app for your chance to hashtag be enjoy a game.
Yes, I love the way you say that. And we love the way he sings, and he's here for the final performance, wrapping up your Feel Good Breakfast Show for this morning. Please, can we give him a beautiful round of applause performing Il Mondo by Carlo Pes, as well as a couple of other people. It is Salim Kaji.
Hey everyone, I'm Salim Kaji, and this is Il Mondo.
Stay beside me, say you'll never leave me. How I love you, how I need you, please believe me. In my arms I found my heaven, and your lips have done their part. Il mondo, your love is all I need in my world. Let tender kiss voices plead in my world. How could I ever live without you? Il mondo, my heart belongs to you, so take it and promise me you'll never break it. Say you'll stay here in my arms. Gira il mondo, gira, e lo spazio senza fine, con gli amori appena nati, con gli amori già finiti, con la gioia, col dolore della gente come me. Oh mondo, soltanto resto io ti guardo, nel tuo silenzio io mi perdo e sono niente accanto a te. Il mondo non si è fermato mai al momento, la notte insegue sempre il giorno ed il giorno verrai. Oh, il
Salim Kaji is fantastic.
Wow.
Monte Cassino, please don't miss out on the show. Il Mondo, it's going to be amazing.
Oh,
Really will.
Goodness. And we had such a treat this morning just hearing 3 incredible songs by him. But listen, we also asked you on your socials, when it comes to music, we had one question for you. What reminds you of your parents? Personally, I remember Garth Taylor's Why.
Yes.
The
ultimate jazz number. I love that song.
It was always at parties. That was like one of the first songs to be played. So that reminds me of my parents. Well, you
Great.
got in touch and said a couple things. We had somebody by the name of Tatleho who said, "Look to You" by Whitney Houston. That's a classic. They gave me to my paternal grandparents, and both went their separate ways. I'm struggling now. I need them, and they are there for me part-time.
Oh, well, you know, we're here for you every single morning on S3, eh? Don't forget that. And then Clarissa's saying this, good morning, as my father passed many years ago. But whenever I hear Luther Vandross, Dance with My Father, it reminds me of my dad. You know, that song, if you've lost your father and you listen to that song, it'll get you anywhere.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
emotional. The tears will run. Denise Muller also got in touch saying, "Good morning, Expresso fam." Good morning, Denise. Any music by Nat King Cole reminds me of my mom. I miss her. My mom's favorite song was When I Fall in Love.
It will be forever. Oh, sorry. Oh,
You can take it away.
No, I can take it away. Poitumela saying, "Loving Arms" by the OJs. Fondest memories will always remain. Love, love, love.
Some really great song choices
Right.
here. Classics.
Very good ones.
I'm even writing some of them down. Okay. Mark Evans says Jerry Dosley, a.k.a. Engelbert Humperdinck. The Last Waltz will last forever. Can't say I know that one.
This is but Engelbert, anything Engelbert, it just gets
Yeah.
you into the soul of the It's, it's beautiful. But thank you so much for being a part of the show today. You've been amazing, you know, weighing in on social media, being a part of epic battles in the kitchen, some of which I won. Excuse me. But tomorrow is a very important day. It's Women's Day. And
goodness.
we're going to be celebrating as we always do. And there are so many great women to celebrate. We're going to litter the show filled with all of the entertainment from ladies. So the Friday dance, where you get to move the coffee table, will be an all-female vibe from the Kensington Dance Crew.
I'm very excited about that. And we're going to tick so many boxes when it comes to your feel-good moments. We're going to talk beauty as well. Woody's Beauty is going to come through and tell us what's a great foundation in order to have that flawless finish that you see every single morning.
And then, of course, our boy JP Sebastian's going to be covering some of his favorite movies that inspires feminism, and, of course, that gives you a lovely watch list for that evening as well to celebrate the day, which is great as well.
Oh, we also have one of my faves, Delucia Daniels, coming through. We've been talking about the Paris Olympics, and she has to give us her take and an update on all things to do with, hopefully, the women in particular when it comes to winning those gold medals. Bust down, Tatiana.
Exactly. Enjoy. You know, Olympics 4x100 meter. Watch that. But thanks for watching us. And if you're good breakfast show, we'll be back tomorrow morning, bright and early on Women's Day. Love you.
See you then.
Another feel-good production.
To enjoy every drop of goodness from the freshest fruit full of vitamins. Crush it real good. Clover Crush, your daily goodness. Also in delicious new nectar.